Okay, cool.
SpongeBob.
In fact, I'm so positive I'm already live.
Three,
SpongeBob.
2, 1, go. Luke gets back just in time to test if we're live on Mixer.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, we're already
live?
going. Yeah, we're already going.
Damn.
Keep up with the program. Come on.
Yeah. Freaking.
We're all about efficiency here at Flawless Anime.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. That one.
I'm working on it.
Yeah,
Are you
look,
sure
if there's
about
anything that can be said about a Flawless Anime live stream, it's that we always show up on time. We never have any technical difficulties whatsoever. We never have people who who don't go to sleep till 6 in the morning or 4 in the morning, respectively.
Good life decisions.
Hey, I just go to bed at 4 in the morning in a different time zone.
All right, and we're live.
Yeah.
That probably all got onto the live stream, so that'll be interesting.
Hey.
Later
Unless you
on.
want to cut it out, you want to learn how to do it. Editing.
Editing is for squares.
Hey, I want to.
I'll be sure to keep that in
I
mind.
don't have the upload speed.
And I am an octagon.
8 awesome sides and 8 amazing angles.
Welcome everyone to Falls They May.
It's an octagon.
Why am I shaking so much?
David, have you eaten anything since
Uh,
last night?
what does an eat?
Did you eat dinner?
David.
Oh God.
David.
David, go eat. If you only have one meal a day, go eat something. You're shaking
no.
probably because you have low blood sugar.
No, it's cold.
You're going to die.
Hang on.
Dude,
Hang on.
I spilled water on my bed, so it wasn't a
Oh
good.
my fucking god. Hello everyone, welcome to the professional stream of Fall as They May, where Jordan face palms because he's wanting to start the episode because inside he's crying and panicking, but on the outside he's a cool cucumber.
Here you go, David. Catch.
Adulting and self-care are ongoing.
Did you just throw a Reese
Catch.
PC into a camera?
Did you just call it Reese's?
A Reese PC.
I hate you.
Catch.
It's a Reese's Pieces.
Reese Pieces.
Anyway, last we left off. The Favored Few, having made their way back to Nightshan, discovered that the Rome organization is now utilizing these weird iron golem constructs. Beginning to kind of see what they're capable of. They noticed that one of the members of Special Forces, Jeremy, seemed to have a much bigger bronze robot or golem at his disposal. They all made their way off the streets. The Favored Few took some time, investigated around alongside their new temporary partner Nathan, trying to find any access points that they could or any information as to where the Rome organization might have been. After discovering that, they decided that it would be in their best interest to set up a diversion of Valak volunteering to do so. Later that night, most of the party broke off to make their way towards one of the access points that Nathan had discovered, while Valak made his way onto the deck of one of the Brotherhood ships, setting up his cask of ale as a makeshift bomb. Lighting it and then using his cloak of dimension door to get closer to the party so as not to be left behind once they went in through this access point. The party, with bated breath, waited as Nathan kind of leaned over the hatch, getting ready to open it. A giant explosion and a plume of smoke and fire erupted from the docks, at which point, really quickly, Nathan unlocked the door. They all run in Indiana Jones style. Block dove through the door just as it was closing. They descended a staircase for a good 10 minutes before coming across three doors, 2 small and 1 central large door, which they quickly discerned to be an entry point for any caravans making their way down here. They entered quietly, invisibly. Nathan using a little trick from his skulker ability to remain invisible on the shoulder of Valak. As they made their way in, they were greeted to a large factory with upwards of 400 to 500 members of both Rome and the Brotherhood, respectively. They listened in on a bit of a conversation stating that because of the Golem's intervention, or because of the Golem's aid, that production was going to be able to be pushed much quicker for what appeared to be a line of different weapons that were being manufactured down here. Perception check, and I'll look up to the rafters. Recognize Ezreal managed to recognize Jeremy, one of the members of Special Forces, sitting at a table speaking to a hooded figure, which, to her horror, discerned it to be Lord Tremor, speaking with Jeremy about something. That's where we left off. So Ezreal, at this point, you've just barely come to the realization that Lord Tremor is up in the rafters, is up on the second tier of this building, of this warehouse, and is speaking with Jeremy. Favorite few, what would you like to do?
We're all invisible. We're all stealthing. I don't remember if Pass Without a Trace was up beforehand, but
I don't think so. I don't think anybody was using Pass Without a Trace.
Nope.
I'm gonna be kind of, if I can find him, clinging on to go.
All right, so you'll kind of reach over. It takes a minute. A few of you kind of feel pats on your arms. Eventually, Goo, you'll feel an arm wrap around you and kind of yank you closer.
I'll just assume that it's Ezreal, I guess.
Make an intelligence roll.
Intelligente.
Well, it's actually pretty good. That's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. At first, you think it might be Ophelia with the skinny arms. Then you feel the gauntlets.
Oh, okay.
Dice. I should probably get some dice, huh?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Professional.
Oh boy.
Yep. Why do you even need to hit the gym when you have gauntlets of ogre strength?
David, your camera's falling. David, your camera's
that's
taking
fine.
a dive off the deep end.
Your camera wants to hit off of that vape, bro.
sack of potatoesing as much as I
If
can.
you went to
until
the
further
gym
notice.
with gauntlets of ogre strength, would you be able to lift more and get buff quicker, or would it just do all the work for you and you wouldn't?
That would be pretty funny to see.
I
Okay,
think
so
it would do all the work for you, considering that you have no strain.
does anybody else want to make a perception check looking around here? I think only only Ezreal did, and
Yeah, I was
Ezreal
gonna
was
say,
next
I
in.
believe we all did a perception check in some shape or form. And
I probably didn't because I wasn't here and I have a
Yeah,
really
Chris
high
did not.
perception.
Chris, you can go ahead and make a perception roll.
Okay, that's a 17. I wish it was higher.
17 total.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're kind of looking about, and you kind of look up into the rafters. You can see Jeremy currently talking with a hooded figure. You can see a bunch of different individuals that are walking through, using the golem constructs to lift much heavier pieces of equipment across the grounds.
I don't know what to do.
It's him. It's him.
You hear Ezreal whispering in your ear, Go.
Yeah, it's Jeremy. What about it?
Tremor's here.
Oh.
Are you saying this loud enough that like your entire party can hear, or are you just saying this loud enough that Goo can hear?
I guess at this point, Goo, because I don't want them to hear me. I want the party to hear me, but I don't want them to hear me. So.
How
Okay.
hidden are we?
You guys are
we
invisible.
currently we're invisible.
No, I mean like in terms of.
Oh, you guys are basically standing in the middle of an entryway.
I imagine we were like kind of behind, like the door is a little bit open, and we're just
Yeah.
kind of like peeking.
Well, you guys said you walked
No,
through.
yeah, we
walked
said
in.
we went through.
So you guys are basically
That's
standing
why I
in the
said
middle.
we're standing right
You guys
now
are
in a
standing
hive
essentially
nest.
in the middle of an entryway. There's a small hallway that'll take you out further into the main warehouse. But as of right now, you guys are just standing in it. David, your webcam took a dive off the deep end again.
Yeah, sorry.
There he goes. I'm just curious as to how close we are to people walking by.
I mean, there's a few occasions where you guys kind of have to do a quick sidestep as some people are making their way out, but there's enough room here that you guys can kind of comfortably be like at 5 feet's distance from anyone at any time. But there's constant activity. Like there are people coming and going from certain times, at certain times from different entry points as well. As you kind of glance out, you can see that there are a number of different access points where some people are coming and going from. What's everyone's passive perception again?
Yeah, 19.
I believe
19.
it's 10.
16.
16.
22, but I am saying nothing, making no checks, and not moving.
All right. Well, with the 22, it's more just kind of like what you glean from the general area. You can see that there are some staircases that are off to the sides that seem to lead up into the upper floors. You can see that a number of individuals are, with a 22 passive perception, you see a number of the individuals look kind of tired. A lot of the people, at least the people that you can see faces for, seem like they are sluggish. They seem like they've been worked.
Man, they really have some bad standards for their employees.
Well, before we went in, remember, we saw
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying it.
people getting shot, people getting sucked into black holes out of nowhere.
And with that high of a perception, you start to notice just very, very faintly, there seems to be a small, very, very, very small, very, very small ley lines that seem to kind of stretch their way out. And you can see just occasionally a little spark of electricity or of lightning-based energy that starts breaking off of it for a moment, but then dissipates harmlessly onto the floor.
I say nothing because I'm not going visible in this place for love or money.
All right.
The downside: free invisibility while you do nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say you could talk quietly, but you just can't. Like, it'd be basically the thing where, like, you're holding completely still, and you're like trying your heart, like barely moving your lips, basically.
I don't move. Tremor can't see me.
Oh, that's cute.
I was saying it's that scene with Kronk when he's doing his own theme song and he's against the wall just.
What do you mean that's cute, Eric?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Tremor knows we're here already, doesn't he?
Well, if the information we have is right, he can see invisibility because he's a devil. You know, just a thought. Anyway,
I don't know about that one.
if there's been no action, I'm assuming Jeremy's not here. So our target's not here. I'm going to see
Jester,
if I can't.
thank you for the 5,000 sparks. Appreciate it.
Mac is going to start trying to see if he can't find a way to head upstairs in some way.
Okay. So you're going to begin. So you guys hear footfalls as someone in your party begins making their way away from the party.
Stop.
I follow that.
Stop.
All right. So you hear two sets of footfalls now. And you feel yourself moving, Nathan.
Yeah, I'll murmur very quietly then if I'm able to talk, just sort of describing the ley lines that I'm noticing to Valak, because I'm probably like 4 or 5 inches away from his ear since I'm sort of slung over his shoulder.
Yeah. And you're invisible by Skulker, and you're invisible by Skulker, right?
No, I'm invisible by the class feature one with shadows. Where as long as I'm in dim light, I can go invisible.
Yeah, because I was going to
provided
say,
move.
because I
Taking
misspoke. Yeah, you're invisible via one with shadows. So you guys make your way through. Again, this area is pretty well lit, but thanks to invisibility, you guys can kind of make your way through. However, I need everybody to roll me a stealth check.
Mm-hmm. And here goes the massive foul.
At advantage or not?
At advantage, you guys roll invisible.
I'll just take that.
14.
I sort of
Rick, 21.
I'm just taking whatever Valak's number is. I think, even if it's a nat one.
I'd say you still have to make a stealth roll just because you are on his shoulder, but it'd be a lower DC since you're not actually walking.
Okay.
20.
I see. It's like sufficiently passive. It's not triggering
Yeah.
the go invisible. Okay.
Yeah.
24.
Jester, thank you for the 1,500 sparks. Appreciate it.
And when I say 20, it's not natural 20, by the way.
So you guys pretty adeptly, except for Ophelia,
20.
who kind of at one point begins to trip, but those instincts, Valak, those feral instincts you have for when you know something is going wrong, you quickly kind of thrust your hand out right as Ophelia's chest meets it about halfway down towards the ground, and you manage to get her back up onto her feet.
Thank you.
You guys push through, beginning to make your way up the staircase. As you push on, you hear what sounds like a number of orders being barked by different individuals. Some calling for different tools to be brought to them. Some calling for new materials to be brought to them. There's one occasion where you see an individual starts loading one of these small metal like a small metal orb with a bit of gunpowder. And you kind of look over to where he kind of raises his arm. You look over to where he is, and you can see that just barely on the edge, there's a sand pit that's pretty deep at this point. That he goes ahead and kind of pulls a pin on one and hucks it, and it pops into the sand pit. And you see it wait for a while, and then nothing happens. And you see him kind of start taking notes on that, and then begins grabbing another one. It seems like this guy's doing some testing for these casings to see which of them would be not only be able to house this black powder substance, but basically be able to detonate properly. And it seems whatever one he just threw was faulty.
How close are we to this container?
It's it's a container that has like different shells in it, like different casings for the black powder, and you see he's actually having to take time to kind of fill one on his own, clear it, and then put it down. This is not just like a container full of active grenades.
Because you don't want me to go ahead and get dynamite actively for my anime objects. I understand. No, I get it.
Yes. You could try to steal one of the casings if you want to.
The shell casing, so I don't know if that's worth it.
It's not necessarily a shell casing. It's basically a grenade case where you just have to fill in your own, explosive. I'm not sure if any of us are adapted at actually doing that. One of the disadvantages of having guns. Anyway, no, I'm not.
Are you still attuned? Are you still attuned to the Arms Master's musket? After curiosity,
I am. But
okay,
doesn't mean that I'm smart enough to fix it.
It's
if
true.
It does anything. I'm not smart enough to do other stuff with stuff outside of that rifle. Like, that's the disadvantage I have with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what
you
ticks me off.
You are technically proficient with firearms. Which in this situation, this is less knowledge. This is less your knowledge and more magical knowledge. So if you wanted to attempt it, I would probably allow you to.
That's not... No.
Okay.
Eric.
Okay.
The stupid...
It's fine. I'm just giving you options.
If you want me to steal
I should give
something,
Ophelia the fucking gun because I'm stupid and I can't fix guns and I can't do crap like actually make stuff. So.
To be fair, you could have attempted to fix it. You just didn't have a set of Tinker's tools.
I even attempted to do it with a Tinker's tool help.
Oh, yeah. So then, it failed. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I'm not having this discussion.
Yeah, it failed. You're right.
No, I'm not going to get a shell. It's pointless.
You left.
You left.
I'll do it.
Okay, make a sleight of hand roll.
No, I Fuck yeah, 25.
25? Alright, you have a casing for a grenade. You guys continue to push on. Is anybody else going to attempt to kind of try to sleight of hand anything on your way through?
I am not the most dexterous of people, so no.
I'm a goblin.
Is there anything specific I see?
Kind of making your way through, you see a number of different things. There are some unfinished firearms that are sitting on tables being worked on by different individuals. You can see that there are small vials filled with black powder. You can see some vials are actually filled with this this glowing phosphorescent white substance that seems to just be giving off this residual glow from the bottle. It's a number. Yeah, you can see a number of different things. What kind of things are you trying to?
Nothing in particular. I just want to see what I'm seeing.
You're just so you're not gonna try to take anything. You're just looking around.
I might. I'm still thinking.
Okay, all right. So you guys push on towards the staircase where you can see a number of individuals.
No, but I will, with that phosphorus glowing stuff you're talking about.
Huh?
That's at least a curiosity. It's already pre-packaged, and I just need to figure out what to do with it.
Okay.
So I want to see if I can't get one of them.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
don't suck. Fuck's sake. 15.
Was that an advantage?
Oh, an
You're still
advantage.
invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still invisible.
15.
15.
I'm taking that natural 1 that I just.
Hey, odd brand.
Aw,
To
brain.
be fair,
That's
this has been the only natural 1 I've had during sessions with the actual dice rolls.
So you notice that. So as you go to lift it, you begin lifting it, and then you notice and then you see one individual quickly grabs it and puts it back on the table. Not really even noticing it's you. He looks across the table and starts like shout whispering. I swear to God, if you keep doing that, I will strangle the life out of you. Do not test me. And you see the other guy kind of looks up and goes, What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. This is the 3rd time you've tried moving my equipment with your stupid little magic. I will kill you. Do you understand me? You get the sense you were caught, but this guy is convinced it's the guy working across from him that did it to him.
Am I near this?
No, but I am. And this is interesting. It makes me think about... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move back
We're not
Okay,
going
so
to
you
30
just-
feet away from these people.
Okay.
We're not
Wait,
going to try to
if you
steal
cast-
this on the way out.
If you cast a spell, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, bear in mind if you cast a spell or do any sort of action, you will break invisibility.
Yeah.
Who would know this?
Yeah,
Who
I-
would know this?
A thing that could be fun, and it's immediately taken away from me.
Attacks. Actions are fine for them. Attacks break it.
Attacks and spellcasting.
It is the best thing for.
You
for
see, I heard keywords there, which is you're using your magic. That tells me Mage Hand. I have that. Number 2, if you do this, I'll try to kill you. These people have
Jordan.
been shot at and blown up. I could probably go ahead and get rid of these guys. But no, I can't.
We're invisible, dude.
I know.
Just move it again.
No, I'm not gonna risk.
Inside, no. Don't get hurt. Just move
How
it again
close
and then
was
walk
I
away.
to hear this guy say that?
I would say Nekax probably broke off for a little
Just
bit of
incite
ways.
some
You could
bullshit.
you could definitely hear it because it was shout whispering, but you're not too certain as to what caused him to start shout whispering.
Hey, did I actually see the?
Yeah, you saw the bottle. You saw the bottle move for a second and then get put back down. So you see him blaming magic. So you can either chalk that up to magic or one of your companions attempting to steal something.
No, I'm not gonna cause another incident. I've already burnt the party too much. My Macax would not do it.
Okay.
And he would not even bother trying to move it again anyway, because it's too much risk.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and continue pushing on towards the staircase. Now it is pretty heavily trafficked as people are going up and down. So what are you guys going to try to do to kind of make sure you're not touching anybody?
I'm very small.
So you're just going to attempt to kind of slip in and move with the crowd?
Like, how condensed are we talking?
We're talking
Like New York
we're talking
City
like,
dense?
Yeah, we're talking like New York subway dense. New York subway staircase dense.
I'm not gonna be able to get through this.
How are we supposed to get through this? So what's up there in particular besides like gun dudes, Jeremy, and Tremor?
Well, Jeremy's on the second level. On the first level, as you guys are kind of looking up, you can see that there are a number of different, what look like mess hall kind of set up. There's some benches set up. There's some people, as you were kind of walking through, that are serving meals to people. It seems like that's probably the reason it's so heavily trafficked is because people are going on their lunch or their dinner in this situation because of how late it is.
Okay then. So they're going to dinner, and it's super heavy traffic.
Yes. See, a few individuals are kind of like knocking shoulders with each other and just kind of pushing people aside as they make their way up.
This is like multi steps on, not scaffolding, but I'm sort of figuring like not built into the walls and more on layered supports, like metal supports staircase.
Yeah,
going down.
more like just like a metal staircase that makes its way up. Not really
Climbable maybe.
climbable maybe.
If it's right around lunchtime.
It's about dinner time right
Dinner
now.
time, yeah. Maybe waiting a few minutes.
Yeah, but then we're also wasting invisibility.
It's true.
How
How
can
long do we
I?
have left?
A good while, maybe.
Cast
50?
it when you came in here. It didn't take you very long. So you guys have the better part of the hour still on your invisibility.
Can I look for a room with that can possibly have like Brotherhood clothing or
There are a number of different doors that are on the ground floor that seem to be carved in from stone. That might have something in it. Where are you going to? There's let me get my notes out. Around the far side of the chamber, there's about 7 doors. At the far left side of the chamber, there's about 7 doors. Towards the northern side, this is northern side from where you entered. There's another 3 doors. And by the way, this is excluding the entry points at each side. Towards the far right, you have about 6 doors, and then in the center, there's still that divot where there are a number of other doors, about 7 in total.
I guess I might as well try some of the 3 doors.
Okay, so you're gonna make your way to the north. Is anybody else gonna try anything while Ophelia begins making her way away, or are you guys gonna kind of try to keep grouped in this scenario?
I'll go with Ophelia.
Okay.
We should try and keep grouped because we're all invisible. We can't see each other, and I don't have I didn't do some stuff, so.
I will murmur very quietly to Volok. Volok, it might be possible to toss some of you. You are impressively tall.
Oh, possibly.
Volok's gonna try to yeet them up to the upper floors.
Okay.
It's metal. If it's metal, like there's gonna be noises as people go up and down. Wait for a cluster of 3 people to go
It's
up
true.
or go down. And
The
then
problem is,
another
how is
thud plus another
Valak
thud.
going to get up there because he's Big Man McGee?
The supports are probably way easier for him to climb than anyone else because
Yeah.
like the spacing's terrible for someone like me. But if it's one of those big like the big like I beams or something like that could.
By the way, just for context, like I know what you're thinking of, like scaffolding wise and whatever. Like this is not to like the standard of like thing. It is kind of like built a bit into the wall just for some sort of stability, but it's less that these are like pristine steps and more that these are basically just like metal slabs that are being used as a staircase.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, assuming I'm quiet enough, I can just get up the wall.
Would you like to try to run up the wall?
I'd wait for it to be loud.
How
It's
far
pretty
up
loud
is
right
the
now.
next level?
Up to the next level, you're about 30 feet.
Easy.
Not too bad.
Yeah, okay.
Clinging gets harder at that point. Yes.
Unless
Yeah.
there's like an anti-magic field up there.
Would you like to try to run up the wall, Chris?
Sure.
Okay, so unbeknownst to any of you, Goo kind of gets into a runner stance for a moment, and then make me a stealth roll. This will be not at advantage because you have to make your way up a wall quickly.
21.
Okay, so there's a moment where, like, as you're running up, you hit the roof, and for a moment, you're literally treading roof, upside down, running, and it is a sensation you've never felt before. You feel weightless, and at any point, you feel like you're gonna fall, but it's almost like your natural energy, is giving you some form of cohesion as you're running across. You kind of have to jump at the last section. You grab the sides and manage to pull yourself up onto the first floor. And as you do so, you are maybe like 2 feet away from a brotherhood member who's eating their lunch. You are like hanging the edge right now. But he hasn't noticed you because you're invisible.
Is there any place that I can see that's like a hiding spot?
You look around. You can see it's pretty busy up here. Make a investigation roll.
What's my investigation? 17.
17. You kind of start weaving your way around. You find what looks like a small kind of makeshift closet area where you could possibly take refuge.
Okay, so I'm up on the edge. Is there a railing all the way around?
Well, no, there's no railing. This is not built to safety standards. This is
Fucking god damn it.
It's sturdy. Like the thing is, you can feel it's sturdy. It's very well built. There's just no.
I just want to get up somewhere where it's not creaking and I don't have to get over anything else.
Yeah, you can make your way through with a 21 stealth. You kind of can weave your way through towards the area where you think you might get a moment of quiet.
Okay.
Or at least away from prying eyes. The rest of you just heard.
What's that?
I don't know, but this looks bad.
We're separated now. This is
Here with
trouble.
Ophelia, Ezreal, yeah, because this is where I realized.
Oh yeah, because Ezreal's kind of hanging on. Ezreal, you felt Goo's grip kind of fall away from you before you heard.
What are you doing? Goose.
Blowing us more options. We just need to be patient, I think.
Okay, while Ophelia and Ezreal are already gone away.
I mean, Ezreal's there. So
Yeah.
and Ophelia. Oh, sorry, Ezreal and Ophelia have walked away.
Yes. Again, this is
Ezreal-
where Nakex realizes that we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because he's going to make a suggestion.
Okay.
Maybe I can fool him. Maybe I go ahead and get out of my invisibility and I call out to Tremor and say that I want to join him. Maybe get under his skin a little bit, get everyone's eyes on me, get everyone upstairs and see if you can't jump Jeremy and get that artifact. That could be our best chance.
I feel like if we are going to break the spell, we might want to wait until the spell's almost going to break, like 10 minutes from the end, before we do anything like that, because we can't unring that bell.
Well, it would only be for me, right? Everyone else would stay invisible, wouldn't it?
The bell of there are people invisible here and you did not know it. They're going to search as soon as that happens. I would. If I were in charge, I'd do that.
Not for me.
Join in.
At best, the only thing that he knows is that I've been away from the group. And I know that because there's only one person that knows that I've been away from the group, and she's already inside.
As you're saying this, Nakex, all of you, an unmistakable, booming, and boisterous voice, even over the noise around here, still managing to break through. You hear, "Oh, darlings, I tell you, some of this work is just backbreaking." As you kind of look over, you can see at one of the tables, you see a familiar blue Genasi getting up and stretching, still proudly displaying her symbol of Umberly. With muscles relaxed. You see that she looks a bit beefier than the last time you saw her. I'm gonna go get some chow, darlings. I'll see you all later. And you see one of them go, hey, we're not, you're not, we still have, and you see her go, are you questioning me? No, Miss Sprinkles, I'm sorry. That's okay. You remember that. And Sprinkles begins walking towards one of the staircases.
Does this person have one eye?
Do I see this?
You do, all of you.
Well, I'm
It's
not
not
there.
enough to draw all of your attention.
Oh.
Does this person have one eye, just out of curiosity?
You see one of the eyes is milky white.
This is the one Ezreal asked me about. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do we all see Sprinkles?
You all can see Sprinkles.
All see and all heard.
Can I just look around for any additional information from where I'm at?
What are you trying to look for?
I don't know. anything that would help me in this particular moment in which I'm separated from my friends on a completely different floor.
I mean, you're looking around, you see that, again, this is an eating area. There's some small kitchens set up in the corners, but not even really kitchens, just little like cooking areas set up in the corners. Where people are preparing stews and basically the quickest meals that they can to feed as many people as possible. You do notice that there is another staircase up on this floor that would probably lead you up to the second floor.
I got that. I don't know if I want to go that way though. Where did it look like Jeremy and Tremor were at? Second?
They are on the second level.
Okay. Yeah, I prefer not to go up there by myself.
You don't say.
I guess I'll make my way back down. I was basically just trying to
make a stealth roll.
Get anything.
Because now you're hopping over people coming up.
Yeah,
Dude, it's another 21. Jesus. I have a 10. All I need to do is roll above 10, and then I'm fucking dead.
So are you just gonna jump down? You have slow fall, so you could just.
I know my concern is making noise, but if slow fall blocks noise,
I'd say with that stealth roll, you can kind of tumble out of it.
Yeah, I'll slow fall.
All right, so as Goo's doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm waiting for whether or not anyone else wants to raise their voice before I start my plan.
I'm also going over to where I think Ezreal is and like grabbing onto her.
All right, so you walk
She's
over
not
to.
there.
So you walk over to the same area and you're kind of panning around. You don't feel Ezreal, but you feel a muzzle.
A muzzle?
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Is this your opinion on me not going through with what I just described?
Did you get anywhere useful?
No, it's just a mess hall.
What did you get over there?
I got upstairs.
So, if you could lower a rope, it's not like it would not be carried by you. What caused the rope to be invisible? How much leverage can you produce on your own? Would it be something we use the rope, we use the wall, we climb our way up?
I mean,
Or eventually get oiled up like a sack of potatoes?
I might be able to do everybody but Valak.
Well, if you go ahead and do my plan, you don't need to worry about any rope. By that point, everyone's actions will probably stop and everyone's eyes, including the Brotherhood, be on me. I mean, pretty easy to go ahead and have people that are unseen go ahead and see themselves wherever they want when there's not even a chance that eyes will be looking at them at all.
Wouldn't it be better to have somebody who could get themselves back invisible to do this?
I could get myself back invisible. If something bad happens, I can do it. Essie, what do you think? Essie?
Ezreal is gone.
Yeah.
You quickly begin to realize that Ezreal is not around you.
Fuck.
Speaking of which, Ezreal and Ophelia, I need you to make me stealth rolls as you're making your way to the northern part of this complex.
That's a 20.
18.
Okay.
Or I could fish for a natural. No, just a 20.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and push your way through quietly, making your way around the crowds. At this point, you guys are kind of crossing the area where they're beginning construction on various different cannons, which you quickly begin to realize are ship cannons. You've seen them before, though not the most common of things. Ships nowadays are definitely using them, at least more battle-worthy vessels. You can see that some of the golems are kind of in the process of kind of turning the cannons onto their sides and are assisting in basically affixing each of the wheels to the bottom, giving it a quick test to make sure that they work. As you're kind of looking over, you can see that some of the cannons that are being finished are actually being taken down towards that central pit and are being taken into one of the doors and off of the main floor. As you kind of continue to push your way around, make your way over to the northern side and without any issues. No one's passive perception's high, at least on the floor currently. It's high enough to notice you. What would you like to do?
Can I go through one of the 3 doors?
Which one would you like to go to? There's two that are closest to you, and one that's about 10 feet away.
Yeah, I'll go for the first one closest to me.
Okay, so you're just gonna open the door?
I'm gonna give a knock first. Like a small knock.
Oh, bathroom.
The door opens, and you see a haggard-looking older human, maybe in his late 50s, kind of looks out. You see there's like kind of soot and just a smattering of like grease and oils that are across his face. As he reaches out, you see he's wearing a set of gloves, has an apron on, and as he opens the door, there's actually a pretty intense heat that comes out of it, and he goes, hello? Closes the door.
Can I put on not Brotherhood, I already gave that to Vlog. Tremorgoon garbs.
The Rome member goes, okay, so you're gonna change, so okay. So you go ahead and you remove your robe.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you drop it, it becomes visible.
Oh, it's like, is it possible, or
make a sleight of hand roll.
Can I give myself an 18?
Do you
Plus
have
2.
your portent for the day?
Yeah, I haven't used it all day.
So you'll give yourself your 18, and deftly you will kind of begin the process of finishing taking off the robe, immediately put it in the bag, and then grab out a set of robes, quickly put them back on, and for the most part you feel like you are adorned in the outfit of the Rome organization without being able to see how you actually look, and you affix the mask to your face.
Yep. Chilly in here. Go into the next one. Knock, knock.
Okay. No answer.
I'm gonna open the door.
Locked.
Final one.
Okay. You make your way over 10 feet. Knock.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be out in a minute. Oh, you're here.
I think this is the bathroom.
I don't think we're gonna find much here. Maybe we should circle back.
Yeah. So would using third eye be considered a spell or a net?
Let me read the specifics on. Let me read the specifics on invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Spell ends for that target if it attacks or casts a spell. And then third eye.
Doesn't say nothing about abilities.
That's what I'm thinking too. I just need to double check.
We gotta look it up.
I'm grateful they didn't make a spell that was like, this is great for stealthing. If you try to stealth, you'll lose it.
Yeah, no. It's not a spell, so you can use your action and await and open your third eye.
I'll use that to go see invisibility. Okay.
See invisibility. Okay, so everything within 10 feet of you, you can see invisibility. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
So I'm gonna try to make my way back and find Nakax and
Okay, during this time, what are you doing, Nakax? You're Valak, what are you doing as well? Because you were there too.
I'm also now back.
Yes, and you is now back.
I'm waiting to see what happens.
Okay, so you're just kind of waiting with bated breath.
I would like to figure out what is explosive.
There's a lot of things here that are explosive.
Worst case scenario, we just blow it up and leave.
Well, that would have been part of my getaway scheme if something happened, but sure. How long are Ezreal and...
I'd say with the time it takes them to get across, you're looking at about maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
And how much time left on the invisibility?
About 45 minutes.
I'll probably give people updates every 5 minutes if that's a thing I can do.
We have 40 minutes. We have 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you can.
After he says that a couple of times, I'll be like, just let me know when we got about 5 minutes left.
Will do.
I'll give them one more minute if they're not back. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'll be over at that entrance we came in through. I'll break my invisibility, and I'll start making my ruckus. Everyone stay away from the stairs for a little bit until it comes clear. Once that happens, I'll head up. And hopefully by that time, I'll have kept Tremor and Sprinkles and Jeremy distracted. Enough for you to at least get a shot on Jeremy to try and get that artifact off of him.
Do you know that he's explicitly carrying it on him? Not just a thing that he keeps safe nearby, but actually on him.
He's had it on him last time I've seen him. If he's actually had it hidden in here, then we have problems.
Have you... I should just ask that out of character. Have you described the nature of the artifact in enough detail that, like, it'd be, ideal to identify it, basically, if I saw it?
Vaguely?
I would say the best that probably would have came out of it is that it's a piece of the artifact. I wouldn't have said...
I showed him the other 2 stones on
Correct,
me.
but you have not described to him what exactly you're looking for.
Right, but I basically said that it's a piece of it. So you would know it fits onto Goose's thing, but it's not described as to what fits in there, or what is like another component of the artifact we're looking at.
Okay. So I've seen at least like the sockets that it would fit into, sort of.
Kind of. It's not really a socket, is the thing. But you have seen what at least the brass and gold chain look like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what will happen is once a minute passes, if Ezreal, or if I don't get any message back, I'm going to start making my way toward the entrance.
Making your way to the staircase?
To the
Or
entrance.
just the entrance? Okay.
Yes.
So you pip pop, make your way back towards the entrance. Right as at this point, Ezreal would probably be coming back right as you get back to the entrance.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Do I see Nakax at all, or?
With invisibility, you can see Balak, you can see Nathan, you can see Goo, you can see Ezreal. No Nakax.
It seems Nakax is missing.
Oh, good, you're back. Nakax is about to announce his presence, I suppose.
What? Is he
So
trying to
Nakax, you
die?
make it back. So Nakax, you make it back to the entrance.
Where is he?
Unless you can message him, perhaps if you can message him, get behind like a stack of boxes, message him, re-invisibility yourself.
Do you have like a disguise or something, Ezreal?
Do I?
Do you?
Do you?
Remember what you have.
I mean, you have the Brotherhood. I think you have the
You do
Brotherhood.
have a set of Brotherhood robes, and that will take time.
I don't have time. I don't have time.
Does anyone have a bag of holding for purpose of random sticking into bag of holding after?
Luck is a bag of holding, but.
Yes, two.
So Nakax, what are you doing?
Just very quickly, just for sake of context, how far away from the entrance to where the group is, how far in feet would you say that be?
Looking at maybe, I'd say, because it does take a few minutes to get to the staircase, or a few moments to get to the staircase. You're looking at probably 280 to 300 feet.
All right.
It's a very big complex.
So even if I do this, it's not gonna really reach her. But I am going to, before I.
Wait, no, you guys came in from the. Let me see.
Is there anywhere to hide? Like,
No. You're much closer than that. You're maybe 180 feet away from them.
is there anywhere?
If Nakax breaks invisibility, it will not break invisibility for everyone else.
It'll just break it for
Well,
Nakax.
I know.
Make a perception roll. Make a perception roll.
We go upstairs.
Or no, this would be investigation.
Investigation. That
Yeah.
is. Come here. That is a 15.
15. Glancing about on the floor, you're taking a minute, panicking. You see one area that might be good temporarily as a hiding spot, though you notice that there's a lot of foot traffic near it, so you have to be quick.
Okay. I'm gonna duck behind there.
Okay, so you start running. So you're going to start moving your way over there. Make a stealth roll. It's about 20 feet away from you. You're trying to keep out of the eye of... You're trying to still keep your presence hidden.
Slightly better. That's a 14.
14. You're pushing your way through. You shoulder check someone on your way there. And someone goes... kind of looks around. Kind of looks at one of the row members that are a little further back and kind of just shakes his head and walks past. But he did not see you.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah. You hide. So you hide.
All right. I am hidden, correct?
You are as tucked away as you can. What are you doing? You have to kind of wedge yourself between. It is a small case of boxes. It is a small gathering of boxes. But you notice that people are actively taking stuff from those boxes, and when a box gets empty, they push it off to the side. So you don't know how long you're gonna have this hiding spot for.
Okay.
There are nearby empty boxes.
There are nearby empty boxes.
I'm here already.
Yeah, well, what are you doing? You're hiding? Nakax?
By this point, I'm going to do carefully exit from the entrance, so I'm on the other side.
Okay, so you're going to make your way outside the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then, just to go ahead and break invisibility, I am going to cast message for
All right.
Ezreal.
You begin casting your message.
Yeah, and
Ezreal, are you going to cast? Yeah.
It's 120 feet. If you say that it's like a 200 whatever from the staircase, there's not even a
It's
chance.
180 feet. It's 180 feet, yeah.
Yeah, my range is only up to 120 for message. So
Right.
regardless of one, getting the direction right, because I need to point where she is.
So you're just
I'm
random
also out of
point
range.
direction. You cast the message.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go like. Astral, be safe. And don't worry about me.
Invisibility drops. Ezreal, you don't get a message. What are you doing?
I'm gonna be sending.
All right, so you cast sending.
Whatever you're doing, if you do something stupid, I'm gonna have to be right along with you.
I'm doing something stupid. But you're going to go ahead and get the artifact from Jeremy. That's all that matters right now.
All right. So that's the message you get back. You are visible again, Ezreal. I need you to make me another stealth roll. Not at advantage.
That is a 20. Not
20. So as you finish casting, you kind of tuck away into the corner, and as you kind of cover your mouth, you notice that one of the boxes gets shifted. You have to kind of tuck yourself down even more. What are you doing?
Fuck. I didn't think this through.
Did Yara get changed or?
No,
I
she
did have
broke
time.
stealth. She broke stealth and she broke invisibility and is now sitting in a corner. Nathan, your past perception is 22.
Yeah.
You can see a panicking Ezreal that is currently like ducking behind some crates, not being seen yet, but she is completely visible now.
We might have to move very fast, but if he said he was going to do something in a minute. Wait, hopefully he'll attract the attention. You and Dollar look after this fool.
Macax?
As he says this, I'm going to kick open the door and start screaming out, "Knock, knock! Open up the door! It's real! With the non-stop pop, top, and scale, steel, silver!"
Oh, I love it.
Oh, going to die!
Macax, go give it to you.
All right, so a number of individuals turn their head curiously as this dragonborn makes their way in, not adorned in Brotherhood or Rome organization clothing. A few of them draw weapons.
I'm just walking in. I'm trying to, like, look around and seem like I'm trying to find someone.
You see both the individuals, both Tremor and Jeremy, look down with a very confused look. You see Tremor kind of raises his eyebrow further as he looks at you.
No, more importantly, where is he? Where is the individual that I said a few months back stole my blue sapphire? Huh? Where is he? Come on! Open up!
Several people have drawn their weapons and are aiming them at you at this point.
Oh, come on. Don't give me that look. I know someone decided to fuck with me.
Make a charisma roll. Straight charisma.
And this is the reason why I'm fucking around. 13 plus 5, 18.
18. Okay. All of you are just watching this bastardized display in the middle of a corner. By the way, production at this point has ceased. You got everyone's attention at this point.
I think he might be dead. As I whisper to like Valak and Goo.
Yeah.
You see Tremor. You see Tremor you see Tremor, who is now fully looking at you, like just has this amused smile on his face as he's just looking at you.
All right.
You notice Jeremy. You see Jeremy kind of looking down. Says something over to Tremor, and Tremor kind of gives him a nod for a moment and looks down and says, "Well, I'm intrigued. Nakex Gaborik, is that correct?"
Oh, hey! It's one of two parts that has been a pain in my ass. Hey, how's the genocide going for you?
Oh, marvelously, actually. What are you doing here to come here alone? Not only to come here alone, but to come into this facility by yourself with no assistance. That strikes me as odd. And he is going to make a perception roll, see if he can see anybody. And glances down. I rolled a 19 on his perception, so he does not see Ezreal.
Yeah, it is alone. That's because this is a one-on-one business transaction. First off, I'm going to talk with you later. Right now I need to talk to the coward that figured that he would be so cool to go ahead and stay in your company and actually run away instead of handling a situation, which is killing me. You see, that scumbag up there that has the blue sapphire, he couldn't handle his business. Instead, he had to run like a pissant motherfucker, and he just had to keep his tail between his legs. So how about you send him down here, I kick his ass, and then you and we can talk about blowing up the rest of the world together. How about that? You, me?
Make a deception roll.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Natural 20.
Is that a good thing? Or is this a bad...
He kind of thinks for a second. Looks over. What do you think? What do you make of the situation, Jeremy? He looks over and says, I mean, if he has a death wish, I can grant that to him. But I mean, honestly, it more sounds like a pathetic child that's desperately crying out for daddy's attention. And you see Tremor goes, well, if he's so adamant, then perhaps you should entertain him for a moment.
Oh, we're gonna do it here. All right, sure. In front of all your other goons pointing their guns at me. What? So that when I go ahead and have them down on the
you
ground.
You see Tremor waves a hand, and you notice that at least the Rome organization puts their weapons away.
And what about your other hired goons?
Oh, they're not mine. Darvel! As he seems to call down, seemingly knowing where the general is.
Please,
Keep your men on
God,
alert, but
this
keep your men on alert, but have them stand down. I'm intrigued to see where this goes. And you see Double kind of waves a hand, calling out to the rest of the people, not putting them off alert, just keeping their weapons down. The weapons are still drawn, but they are down at this point. Clear space, clear space. It's been a while since I've had some good entertainment. Number of individuals start kind of shuffling their way to the side. Jeremy at this point kind of says, "Is this really necessary, sir? I feel like it's just a waste of time. Couldn't we just have them executed?"
What you
here
murmuring
now?"
up there? Are you murmuring, oh, please,
have any
Daddy,
dragonborns?
please,
Yes, Hans.
Daddy, don't let me get spanked.
I'm going to say quietly but urgently, Goo, do you have a portable O?
Yes, the one that's screaming at one of the members. Kind of
Something to...
says, "Oh, fine. I guess we could... Fine. I guess we can... I guess I have some time to kill." And he'll go ahead and kind of just look down.
No paladins. Also, what were you saying, Susha?
I was basically trying to urgently whisper, like could Goo, just because he's a fast runner, run over with a portable hole or bag of holding or something that'd be invisible, and then bag
Any
you.
paladins? No
Run away.
paladins, unfortunately.
I don't know what we have.
All right, so Jeremy will make his way down. You see, at this point, he just kind of lackadaisically, like not even really seeing you as a threat, summons his sword out.
By the way, Trevor, how are you treating Sprinkles? I've been hearing word.
You see Sprinkles kind of looks over at this point. She goes, "Oh, Negax, darling, it's been so long." You see Tremor kind of holds his hand up. "Sprinkles, just a moment."
Hey there,
And she
girl.
says, but if he came here alone, maybe he wants to help us. And
Hey,
he says,
is the big mechanical things your idea? Is this Mecha Rudy? Is this what you're talking about?
"Oh, no, darling, that's coming later. He promised. It's gonna happen. Don't worry. Sprinkles always keeps her word."
Good to hear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got some business to handle. Once I kick his ass, you and I don't know, maybe we bring the team back together.
Okay, roll initiative.
And how far is Nagax from me?
I have been hoping that all of you have been using this time to
oh.
do stuff to, like, either get close to Jeremy or try to do...
So Jeremy at this point is about 20 feet away from you. Sword
Yes,
drawn.
and you want us to fight Jeremy in 500 dudes.
So that
Block
is
is going
to...
in on this.
It was more of a situation where, as I was talking it, I would hope that you'd all have gotten up
I
the
was saying,
stairs.
so you guys have about 3 rounds before Jeremy is in place. So what are you guys doing in these 3 rounds?
Has Ezreal changed yet? Is the question.
No, she's still like cowering. I assume
I was
Ezreal at this
gonna
point is like.
take.
Uh-huh.
Well, Susha recommended a portable hold, but I think
Or bag of holding. I was just thinking anything that we could be technically carrying to make her not visible while we get her out.
You can't throw
Bag
people
of
into
holding.
a bag of holding.
You can't. They just have to hold their breath.
yeah.
Oh.
After 10 minutes, yeah.
Hey, I have bag of holding we could put them in.
It's,
Oh, no,
it's
I
not.
was
The
just
bag
I
of
was
holding is
gonna-
not endless. There is a limit to how much it can hold.
I was
Don't
gonna take the
stop.
bag of holding and just run.
Okay. So you run over and you get down. Oh God, I gotta. All right. Well, we're doing this, aren't we?
But part of my assumption was that while they were talking, like I was not interrupting because that would make it hard to hear as they're having the conversation. But I'm assuming we're using the time, not just like
That's what I was hoping.
Yes. You guys are using the time, I presume.
Yeah.
Will we be in the initiative order for choices?
Yes,
Not yet,
yes.
right.
This will be everybody rolling initiative.
Not yet
Alright.
though, right? Because we.
Okay.
No, this is it. This would be yeah. You guys get 3 rounds, and then we'll go into initiative. I'm just putting him on the standard grid.
Never mind. Oh.
Okay, Ophelia teleports out.
Oh wow. Okay, thanks. Wow.
You
Blame
guys
Nak-
I'm going
Yeah?
up.
Okay.
blame Nakax for everything.
I'm gonna roll initiative.
I
I'm not
explained
sure
what the
that
plan
set
was. It's a
to-
shame that Ophelia wasn't there for it.
A
Yeah,
bad
Ophelia and
plan.
Ezreal don't know what the hell is happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Vlok is not going anywhere.
Yeah, but Naka is saying, like,
Okay,
this will be the opportunity for you to come up and attack Jeremy while I'm distracting them, which was
Yeah,
the plan.
with like 500 guys looking around, and then we all get shot as soon as they see us.
Okay. So
Okay.
advantage.
Because I need to know where.
Point is,
Vlok-
guys, I want Nakax to die because apparently I'm fucking stupid and no one trusts my plan. So, thanks. Thank you.
No.
I thought it said that. I thought I had it set to like advantage on initiative. I'm rolling twice and taking the better because of. Oh, well, at least it's.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have 3 rounds here. So at this point, Nakax is just beginning his big grandiose display. Ophelia, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go over. It's like I'm gonna pull everyone towards Ezreal. Oh boy.
Okay, so you're beginning to move towards Ezreal.
Mhm.
Okay, so you guys can get there. It's 20 feet. So you get up to Ezreal.
Ezreal, we have to move now. Your boyfriend's dead.
I can't leave him. I can't do that. I can't have anyone.
Can
need
anyone
to get to a
explain to
better
her what the
spot.
plan is so that way you can...
Not Ophelia. Ophelia doesn't know the plan.
Vlok.
Well, you're next,
Because
Goo.
Goo was also there for it.
Yeah, you'll be
I
able to
didn't
explain on your
listen.
turn, Goo. So you're gonna spend your time trying to kind of coax Ezreal.
Yeah.
Okay. Goo.
I didn't listen. My understanding was Nakax was gonna distract them, and we were gonna fucking die.
This is like the worst TPK.
Or it could
Yeah.
just be Nakax dying, because that's what it's gonna be leading on to. Fucking, I hate.
So Jeremy,
I hate
Jeremy at this
everything.
point, Jeremy at this point is looking down and kind of just listening to all this. Nathan.
We need to get the artifact. Jeremy is going to be distracted, I hope, for a while. If we can spot it, perhaps we can grab it.
Ezreal, do you have locate object? Maybe we can find it, like where it is.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay. So, Nathan, you're still on Vlok's shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Vlok.
Okay,
So at this point, so this is the beginning. This is Nakax making his big display, and everyone's basically turning and paying attention to him now. Like I said, you guys have a couple rounds before this really becomes a combat.
I'm just waiting to see when Jeremy actually gets close.
I don't have
Ezra.
locate object.
All right, so Ezreal, you're taking a second. Would you like to cast Locate Object?
I don't have it prepared.
So then you cannot cast Locate Object.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
You can try and perception check to see if he has it on him or something.
Yeah, perception check.
Okay, it's gonna be at a pretty high DC. Although, oh no, you couldn't, because at this point you don't even really see him, because he's still up on the platform right now, and you're tucked away. Like you're basically in a corner, tucked away behind boxes.
Cool.
So you can't even really look for it right now. At least not in this round.
Yeah.
See if he has. Okay, guys, we're gonna see if.
Do you have disguise? Little GM help here. Do you have disguise self?
Yeah, self.
That could be of use to you here.
Do clerics get disguise self?
Some of them. Oh no! Wait, if you're a trickery domain cleric, you do.
So no, you
Hold
don't.
on. Wait a minute.
No, you don't.
Wait a minute.
You're a cleric of knowledge, not
You're a knowledge cleric.
There's no way.
Oh, divination magic. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have anything for this. For this scenario, I don't have anything.
So what are you doing?
Decepciones, that's all you can do.
You could wait to see him. At this point, you aren't seen.
Bold action.
Yeah, I'll hold a perception check, I guess, if I can do that.
All right, Nakax, at this point, you are still making your spectacle. You're calling out to Tremor, calling out to Jeremy. Ophelia, this is your second round.
Let's see. Is there a way I can see? I'll hold my perception as well.
Okay, so you're gonna hold an action to examine when Jeremy comes down. Goo.
I'm going to go outside because I'm still invisible at this point and prep to steal things.
You're just gonna start grabbing stuff?
No,
Are you gonna try to get Ezreal in the bag of holding? Because Ezreal's still visible.
I don't know what to do.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if I get Ezreal in the bag of holding, the only thing I could really do is go to a different spot and let her out.
Yes, but that's not like right next to someone who was moving boxes.
I
They're not moving the boxes anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
like,
if she moves, she will be spotted. That's the catch.
yeah, she's anchored here right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll put her in the bag of holding.
Okay, so you're gonna run over. Ezreal, you feel a hand kind of take yours. Are you gonna resist it?
I need you to hold your breath.
Got
it.
And how far can I move after doing that? Because I know
as soon
that
as you do that, Ezreal, you open your eyes and you are in an expansed void with just various items kind of just floating around you. And you're holding your breath, holding your... What's your con modifier?
That is a... Come on. +1.
So you can hold your breath for 2 minutes before you run out of oxygen.
Okay, that's... Wow.
Is this not a standard bag of holding?
This is a standard bag of holding.
Okay, bags of holding, 10 minutes divided by number of creatures inside?
Yes, so 9 minutes. Or so she has... Well, this is less about her having the ability to breathe and more about she's holding her breath because there's no oxygen in the bag of holding.
Yeah, like before I lose consciousness or something.
Yeah, before she loses consciousness. Because the bag of holding does not have oxygen in it. At least I don't think it does. If it does, then it'll be 10 minutes of air that she has.
Okay, where
Yeah,
have I seen it's a safe spot?
Yeah,
I mean, you're invisible. You can go wherever at this point.
I know, I just need to get her out of sight. As
Back towards the entrance, you know that there was a little hallway that you could break off into.
And how far is it to get there?
180 feet. Or 160 feet now from where you are.
Okay, and me getting Ezreal in the bag is...
What is an action?
An action, so I can't... Okay, so I can spend a key point to dash as a bonus action. So I will do that.
Okay. You begin making your way, running for the entrance. Jeremy at this point is talking with Tremor, saying this is really necessary, and then Nathan. You're still on Vlog's shoulder.
Yeah, I'm sack of potatoes.
Okay, Vlog.
Still waiting. Actually, can I see Nathan?
I mean, you,
Or
I mean,
not
you know he's
Nathan,
on
but Jason?
Jeremy.
Yeah.
You know that he's like looking over the side, so you can see him.
Can I possibly see if he has
You make a perception check.
Can I see Georgie?
Georgie.
Can
They
I
all
see...
float down here.
21?
21.
Kind of glancing up at him. It's very, very faint, but you just see kind of tucked in underneath his robes, there is a small glint of blue.
I tell who's around me currently. I know Nathan's on my shoulder.
I'm right next to you.
No, you ran over to Ezreal.
No,
You're
you're gone.
20 feet away from them.
So it's
Wait.
only, what, me and...
It's you and Nathan.
I thought I dragged them towards us.
With your strength, absolutely not.
Well, try to like, you know.
You could have moved maybe 5 feet trying to drag the lock, because this is forcing somebody to move.
I'm gonna be like, Nathan, I think I see the gem. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's there. It's underneath his cloak.
Coloration and body part. Oh, left side, right side?
Around the neck.
It's like basically you can see like basically his robes are folded over. It's barely glinting through the robes, and it's near his chest. Okay. Ezra, what are you doing? Oh, we are holding breath. Right. Neck axe is speech. Sorry to cut it through.
Can I make my perception check for the whole perception check as well?
Go ahead.
Okay. 20, and then I'll do my standard.
Well, you don't have advantage.
Oh yeah, 8, and then I'll do. Nope. I don't see anything.
You do not see it.
Do I try and find Vlok and?
So you're gonna walk back and start kind of fanning until you see they come into your invisibility sight. That was your action to make a perception check. Okay, so you're back with the group.
Why am I a dummy?
I know. That's what I ask myself every single session I'm in.
Well, if I take Ezreal away from here just so she can hide, then she's not going to be here to fight if we need to.
There is no fighting.
Not yet.
It's just Nakek's death. Okay.
Basically, that's what it's looked like. Despite the fact that I was hoping that every one of you would ambush him, but okay.
I mean, if we ambushed him, we just die.
We get firing squatted.
But it would leave him wide the fuck open. That was what I was hoping.
But he has like 1,000 HP!
All the more reason to jump
I
him.
don't worry about how much HP.
There's a reason why they call it the surprise round.
Yeah, and then we get shot, and then we die.
To clarify, did Jeremy actually come all the way down from the second floor?
He's coming
the
down
floor?
the stairs. He's basically turned to come down the stairs at this point, and he's walking. At this point, he's summoned his blade out and is walking towards Nakax.
Okay, so he's not yet quite in range where we would want to jump him in any case.
Yeah, not really super close to you.
But yeah, I'll just go over to where we came in at and drop Ezreal off.
Okay, so you go ahead and you put the bag down, and you think Ezreal, and you see a hand, really weird. You see a hand kind of apparate out of nowhere, grab you by like your outfit, and starts yanking you up.
What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing?
Being an idiot, I'm gonna go help him out. Just stay safe.
So at this point, this is going to be the final round, but Jeremy has essentially made his way towards you. Kind of has the sword on his shoulder.
Where's
And his
the
cane at
goods? Come on. I know
his
you
cane
have
is
it on
flipped.
you.
His cane is flipped at this point, and he's holding it as he would normally. Let's get this over with, Dragonborn.
No. This ain't how this is gonna fly. Where's the sapphire?
Nathan, you're up.
I think I spoke out of turn earlier, so I'm probably using most of my turn to basically double check what body part, what side, what color.
Oh, okay, all right.
So how far is he from me?
From where
and
Nakax is Nakax
Nakax?
is from Nakax, you and Nakax maybe about 40 feet away.
Okay, I'm sort of gonna start moving my way closer,
Nathan, you feel yourself moving.
but like, let's say that this is him right there,
Okay.
and we'll say that Nakax is somewhere around here. I'm gonna sort of go like cut the distance, but stay back so I can come get him from the rear
Okay.
as he passes. And
Okay.
as soon as he gets up on Nakax, that's when I am going to intervene.
Okay. Ezra, what are you doing?
I'm behind the door right now, right?
Yes, you are behind the door.
Door's closed. They
Yes.
can't see me.
No.
Alright, let me...
El Helpo.
I hope.
El helpo grande, por favor.
Let me know when we're ready to move into battle mode, by the way, DM, or should I already be?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
To be fair, we could just keep it in RP mode because there's not really a battle map for this. I did not anticipate you guys starting a fight in the middle of the
Yeah,
of the
either.
warehouse.
Us either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I fucked up. I fucked up again.
So, Ezra,
You
what
did
are you
something
doing?
very bold to help the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I fucked up because that's all I do
10,
as a player. That's all I do as a
9,
character too. Because
8.
Alright,
7.
Toll the Dead.
You can't see Jeremy.
I can see myself.
You're gonna toll the dead on yourself?
Yep.
What?
Why?
you're not hurt.
Why?
Wings.
Wings.
That's 3. I'm
3d8.
3d8.
That's a lot of damage when you could have just punched yourself.
It's not a lot of damage because that's 4. That's 5. God damn it.
Are you gonna pop your wings out, or are you just gonna take the damage?
I mean, I gotta at this point. I
Alright,
have
so
to
wings.
take them away.
No, you don't. No.
I'm out.
You should have known that she was gonna do that. She's done it before.
That's your action and your reaction.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
I only have 5 fucking HP on my wings. Ah, fuck.
Alright, Nakax. This is the final round before combat starts.
All right. If you're not willing to show the goods, I may as well get some nice crims out of you, and I'll go ahead and preempt
Let's.
animate
yeah.
objects.
So this is right before combat is starting. So at this point he's gotten up to you, and now we start combat.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that goes from this to.
But if that's the last action, then I have my animate objects out.
Alright, Ophelia.
Do I see if he has the crystal at all, or no?
You can make another perception roll, but it'd be a
Oh, wait.
little bit more difficult because you've already searched.
Can I ask for Locke, like why he's moving forward, or?
Oh, look! He's outside of your invisibility at this point. Of your scene visibility at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna try and make another perception check.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. You do not see it.
I'm gonna remain invisible and just like kind of walk around the edges.
Okay. Go.
I'm still making my way back, but
Alright, so you're-
during this time,
Huh?
I would like to lean into my artifact and whisper to it
Uh-huh.
and say, Miss, if you're watching this, I'd really appreciate some help right about now. And point my arm at Jeremy and just feel like I'm pulling.
You're gonna use the pull closer.
I don't know if it'll work.
What's the range on it?
I wasn't like thinking about using the active effect. I'm just assuming that the artifact wants to be put back.
Oh,
There is actually, it doesn't specify a range.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can just do it. I didn't specify it. Sorry, I had to specify it out. I had to re-specify.
I'm assuming it wants to just force itself to be back as a whole piece.
You're kind of reaching out. You can feel that there is. It's not going to take your action. You feel that there is that connection, but the artifact itself is not strong enough to really yank anything back, like a force pull or anything.
Okay.
But it's not your action. But you do feel like that there is that
if I got, maybe
pull.
if I get closer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll
hang
just
on.
keep
Let me go
heading
ahead and
my way.
edit Elemiah's grasp real quick. I was 10 feet closer to you. Range. Sorry about that. I totally forgot to specify a range.
I was like, that's fucking cool. Fucking Trevor's halfway across the world. Yeah.
It's gonna. I believe it was for the weekend because I don't have my notes right now. Up to 60 feet away. The weekend version.
Question, Eric.
Yes,
Can you teleport unconscious people?
you can.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah,
If I would have gotten within 60 feet,
you could have tried to pull him because it is a target creature. But that, yeah.
you'd actually use it for its intended purpose.
Call him sideways off the stairs.
All right, so he's gonna. So he kind of looks at the animate objects floating around you.
There's only one way you're gonna do this.
The arrogance of youth, I suppose.
Hit
And
me
his
with your
hands-
best shot.
He will begin casting a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna stop him?
What are the rules on Arcane Reflection? Very quickly.
It has to be a single target spell that targets you.
I was talking about, like... Oh, wait, no, that's right. We talked about how it's supposed to be a level higher.
Yeah. And
Well,
because
in
of how
theory-
he's, you can tell. I will say you can tell how he's moving his hands. This is not the same kind of weaving that you'd see for someone doing a single target spell. He's planning to hit an area of effect.
Fucking coward. Fine. He probably has counterspell on top of it, but you know what? If it's gonna waste him, then I'm gonna let him waste it. I'm gonna counterspell at the 4th level.
He will counterspell back,
Uh-huh.
and his is automatically at the 5th level.
Mm-hmm.
And as he finishes pushing his hands together, he pulls his hands apart really quick, and you watch as a black void appears on top of Nakax as he casts Hunger of Adar.
No, he doesn't. Oh no.
And what is that?
What do I roll to save, or do I roll a save at all?
For Hunger of Adar, let's take a look.
Constitution.
Yes, it is a no, it is a dexterity saving throw.
I'd hope it'd be Constitution, because I'm awesome at it. It's not bad. It's a 20.
20, that succeeds. That is a pass.
This will
so you
still probably
take-
suck, won't it?
It doesn't hurt that bad. It's more just annoying. 7 reduced to 3 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And then because you
3
succeeded...
points of cold damage reduced by half.
Nope,
Because I'm...
that is not reduced. What is reduced is the acid damage you take from it.
No, it is reduced because I'm resistant to cold.
No, that's what I'm saying. You took 8, but it's reduced to 4. Just for being in the area. There's no save against it. The save is against the second part of the spell.
Oh.
Which is 8 reduced to 4 points of acid damage.
So, 8 damage altogether.
And as you're kind of standing in the area, you start to feel one of those tendrils begin kind of wrapping itself around your leg and starts encompassing your body as he casts his Hexblade's curse on you.
Give me a minute. The thing decided to break.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. Okay.
You are in complete darkness. You cannot see him.
Alright. At the very least, I also know that's all my... Well, I will need to roll for the balls, though, wouldn't I? That's a failure for 1. Failure for 2. 14 plus 4, 18.
Fail.
So fail. Fail. And 19, which I'm guessing fail,
Just succeeds.
just succeeds. So number 5. So another one succeeds. That's 17 plus 4. And this one also. No, this is at 18. That one fails. That's 8. Failure 9. And failure at 10.
So
only
that's
2
16 points of
succeeded,
damage.
and then
So
everything
that's-
else failed.
16 points are 16 points of damage to 3 of them, to all of them except for 2, which take 12 points of damage.
So that's 4, 4, 8.
And you need to make a
then-
concentration check on your ball bearings.
Watch me fail this, boyos.
Really,
4 plus 8.
you succeed.
Yep. It's still shit. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm debating whether or not I want to swap sets right now.
It's your call, Nathan. Is Nathan?
Was I able to see that that Jeremy did something even after Hunger of Hadar was cast, like looking
You
at it?
noticed his hand kind of went out and he moved his fingers up for a moment, but you didn't see what exactly he did.
Okay. Well, all right then. I'm going to scramble down, becoming visible again.
Whoomp. Everyone some of the people around go, what the hell?
Sort of, shrug my shoulders, lift up the holy symbol of Yondala, and sing out in celestial, loud, clear voice. And the rider of the moon goes by, and the bright star falls behind. Dex save from Jeremy.
Is this a single target spell?
Yeah, if he wants to do it.
Is he panicked? Does he panic? We'll say because he was kind of surprised by this, so we'll
I was
see.
gonna say, would he even see him since I was?
Yeah, he jumped
technically
down.
Way off
No, he
behind
jumped
him?
down. He
I
jumped
know,
down.
but would Jeremy see him? Because I would be behind.
Yeah, because
where
you're still
Jeremy passed by.
invisible, so it's basically like looking through a transparent object.
Oh,
No, that's plus his charisma. He just kind of sees that as like, oh, weird. Okay. So he will not use counterspell.
Well, the counter spell that he no longer has, but yeah.
He does have it. He got his reaction back.
I thought that was at the start of the turn. Okay, that's fair.
It was. It was just.
No,
his
you're
turn.
right. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Well, dex save from him. If he.
Dex save. He succeeds.
How would it be at the start of his turn? He uses reaction.
Oh no,
on
no,
me.
you're right. You're right. He does not have his reaction right now. You're right. No, you're right. You right. You right.
Right.
Okay, but he still rolled well in the dex save. Okay.
Yeah, he still rolled well in the dex save.
Okay. Yeah.
18 plus his dexterity save.
Oh yeah, so that's good. So so I don't catch him then, and I'm going to move deliberately. I'm probably not quite close enough to actually go into the Hunger of Hadar, but I'm gonna get so that Hunger of Hadar
You
is
can
between.
see into Hunger of Hadar, by the way, because you have the devil sight.
Yeah, so I'm going to get Hunger of Hadar between me and him. He probably has devil sight. He might not, so I'm going to do that.
Okay. Good luck.
I'm gonna get right up behind him.
All right, so you move up behind him.
I'm gonna go into a rage.
So you. Okay.
Grab that
And-
thing, Block.
I am going to grab right for the glimmering thing I seen around his neck.
All right, go ahead and make a contested strength roll. You have advantage.
Strength or athletics?
This would be athletics. Oh God!
Oh, you gotta be Jimmy.
Oh my God! He rolled like crap, but he has athletics. It's an 8 plus 5,
9, 10, 11, 12.
so he gets a 13. That's
How
why I was
could
like,
it-
oh, he rolled so shit.
It sucks too because he couldn't have seen someone grabbing for him because
I
he's
know.
invisible.
That's why it was that advantage. But
Oh,
so
it-
you reach out. You reach out. Your invisibility breaks, and right as you're going, you see his eye kind of catches. You see him just barely catch the corner of his eye. He takes his cane and just kind of bats your hand away, and turns to face you, and says, "Well, I guess this is going to be more fun than I thought it would. Than I thought it was." And he just looks up at you and he says, "Good to see you again, big man."
Good to see you. You ready to dance?
Always. Block, that was your action to try to go for a grab.
Okay.
So you're still in rage, and you still technically made an attack, or you still technically did something aggressive, so I will say your rage persists. Ezreal. Alright, I gotta roll initiative for somebody else now. Hang on. 2 other people, actually.
Oh, good. Tremor and Sprinkle are gonna jump in now, are we?
Well, so much for this boss room, I guess.
Huh?
Well, no, on second thought, there is something else that's supposed to be with Jeremy. Isn't there? DM.
Oh, yeah.
I fly in with haven't you people ever heard of?
And now he's really interested.
No, you just got Tremor interested.
Yeah, as Ezreal flies in, all of you watch as Trevor kind of looks over. His eyes kind of go wide for a moment. And he kind of starts getting a interesting little tinge in his eye.
Fly in, and how far away is Jeremy from me?
How far away is Jeremy from you?
Yeah.
I'd say with your fly speed, it's maybe 120 feet away.
Oof. Damn.
I'm sorry, DM, I fucked things up. I'm sorry, players, I fucked everything up.
Fine, it's fine. We're all gonna be fine.
No.
Do I have enough fly speed to get in between NACX?
Not even with a dash, no.
Okay.
And all you see is, you don't see Nakax, you see a giant black void that has opened in the middle of this warehouse.
Oh, epic.
Which, to point out, everybody is drawing weapons at this point.
Are we all no longer invisible?
All except for Goo. You haven't done anything.
I haven't done anything yet.
Neither has Ophelia.
Okay, just making sure. I wasn't sure if Nathan doing something dropped it.
He dropped it for
I
himself.
dropped my personal invisibility.
Yeah, because
Okay,
he
we're
The
dropped
spell
good.
is
his,
still up. The
he
spell
dropped
is
his
still up.
one. He dropped his one with shadows.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that sucks that Rick fucking failed his. Oh.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
dude,
believe
that
that.
would. I really, that was. Oh my god. That was just unfortunate.
I mean, like, all you can do is try it again, Rick.
He won't get that lucky again. The odds are so very much against him.
I mean, like, he still has the advantage because he's raging, right?
Yes, he does.
Raging, and I also have Mage Slayer, so...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Ezra, what are you doing?
I fly in.
Okay, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use the alternate picture, which I'm a little sad about because I don't have the thing. And Tremor.
Fly in. That's been established.
Nine, 8.
I'm just
7,
gonna
6.
kind of hold the spell. I'm gonna hold guiding bolt.
Okay, so you've guiding bolt held and being ready to be thrown.
Look at Jeremy. I'm gonna say, back off. He's mine.
And so Nakax, at the start of your turn, because you are starting your turn in the void, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Apparently changing stats does not fucking work. That'll be 5 plus 2, 7.
So you take a total of cold halved 4, 11, 15 points of damage total.
Mm-hmm.
Ball bearings. Do the ball bearings have enough HP to survive even at half?
From what you
Half of
gave
that
me,
would be-
all the ones that have 4 HP left, not a chance. And then all the ones that have 8 HP, not a chance.
Would be 8 plus 5. So even if they succeeded, so your ball bearings. Cut out of existence. And it's your turn. What are you doing?
What the fuck was I expecting? I'm stupid. I fucked up. I always fuck up. That's how I am. I fuck up.
You're fine.
Honestly, you're doing it. Stuff happens. This is okay, and this is a good story.
But it always happens when here's a cool plan that'll work, and then it fucks up. And it not only fucks up for me, but fucks up for everyone else.
Listen, okay, so best case scenario, we win. Worst case scenario, we all die. We play campaign 2. It's all good.
I just don't want Nakax to be a failure anymore. I hate this. I hate that he has to fail every single time.
Then let's unfail.
Just
What are you doing,
think
Nakax?
beforehand.
That is Nakax's destiny.
Now you say
To redeem himself.
I can't see in blackness. If I
You are in black. There's this horrible.
even if I shut my eyes for blind sight.
You can see in blind sight, but as you close your eyes, you kind of wish you hadn't, as you see these disgusting black tendrils that are just constantly warping their way around you.
Do I even see Jeremy?
You only have 10 feet of blind sight, and Hunger of Adar's 20-foot radius.
I'm gonna start making my way to Jeremy.
All right, so you step forward out of the Hunger of Adar, and as you step out, you feel like it's almost like you have like this thin coating of slime against your face. But as you step out, you feel like the cold become more like a humid warmth as you step back out into the actual facility. And you open your eyes, you can see him again. You can see him. You see the lock is visible now. You can see Ezreal, as you glance over, is holding a spell, her wings out. You can see Nathan is holding his holy symbol of Yandala forward. And you see Lord Tremor is eyeing Ezreal very, very curiously.
Why did you have to fuck this up?
DC 18. So you're casting Cone of Cold forward.
Adam, yep.
Okay, Volok, make a Constitution saving throw.
This is why I need a map! This is why... Damn it!
He failed, but he's gonna use legendary action to succeed. He's gonna use his legendary action to succeed, or legendary resistance to succeed it. So he takes 20 points of damage, and he has to maintain concentration on the Hunger of Adar. I don't think. Oh wait, he has advantage.
Actually, no, he has disadvantage because I'm within 5 feet of him with Mage Slayer.
Oh, so it's advantage to disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay, so then Hunger of Adar drops, and he's not that concerned about keeping it up. All right, let's put this into perspective on a blank map. So that way we can... I'll switch to the battle map. But sorry, everybody at home, I was not anticipating a fight in the middle of the... In the middle of the...
I don't think anyone was, to be fair.
So,
no one was. I'm stupid, and I'm...
Nakax, you are about here.
Block was.
Jeremy's here. Volok's here.
Yeah.
Ezreal, you are over here. You were flying. So you're still... Actually, I would say at this point, you're a little ways off the map. But I have to go through and delete a bunch of stuff now, so 1 second. Ezreal would be somewhere back here, alongside Goo. Alongside Goo. I'd probably move you guys closer to the middle, actually. 1 second. So Nathan, you were probably somewhere over here. Ophelia, you said you were riding the edge, waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah, I was riding the edge, but I'm in walking distance, towards them though.
So walking distance 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right here.
Yeah, but I'm still skirting
and
the edge.
Nathan, would you be closer or
outside.
further?
I was trying to have the Hunger of Hadar between me
So
and...
you'd be here. About, because Hunger of Adar would have been right here.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so Nakax, you unleash your Cone of Cold. He takes the damage. He takes quite a bit of damage off that. Yeah, 10 HP. I don't know. It's 10
Fucking
HP.
dickhead doesn't use his ability when I know he has that ability. I'm
So his 2 spells are Hunger of Adar and Counter Spell that he's used. Okay.
and he still hasn't done his no ability.
And he has like fucking 5 spell slots because he's a
No, he only has 2.
Or
warlock.
no, yeah, he only has 2.
You know what? No,
Two
I'm
left.
gonna put in 2 sorcery points. I'm not sure whether or not he has an attack or not.
Oh wait, no, he'll be a higher level warlock. He'll have the
That is going to be
one
that
of
is a
these high
success.
spells.
That is
Even with the
success.
disadvantage with being next to the lock.
He doesn't have disadvantage from being next to the lock. That was for concentration checks.
Yeah, you only have anything for disadvantage on anything after I start hitting him again.
Yeah, he might have a 3rd one.
Just
Wow.
go. Just go.
Lord Tremor's turn.
And if you need to continue on, just let Nakax fucking die because he's stupid and he should perish.
Be gentle with yourself is maybe not the best. Is maybe cliche, but
Ezreal, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
That is an 18.
18. As you're holding your spell up, you feel your arm kind of go lax for a moment as you see Lord Tremor kind of holding his hand out to you and says, my dear, if you would be so kind as to give me that rather impressive thing on your back, that would be quite helpful. And you are dominated by Lord Tremor.
Ooh, that isn't.
That's Tremor's turn.
I'm gonna go play like Stardew Valley, but
Oh.
Ophelia, you're up.
What's it look like Ezreal's doing?
Looks like she almost is regarding Lord Tremor as like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Do I have anything to snap her out of it? Fuck. I couldn't counterspell it. How well hidden am I?
I mean, you're invisible.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I were to drop invisibility, how well hidden would I be?
I'd say you'd be able to get a spell off without risk of counterspell.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna pull out a spell scroll and, like, how far away is Ezreal from me?
Spell scroll?
Yeah,
Which spell scroll is this?
dispel magic.
So you open up the scroll to spell magic.
Yeah, how far? Yeah, I'm gonna try and
60.
hide. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hide and like when she
25,
gets
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You'd have to move closer.
I'll would that count as me casting a spell?
It will count as you casting a spell if you're casting through a scroll.
I'm gonna try to like hide and like hold my action for when she gets close enough.
Okay, so you read out the scroll, you hesitate on the last word, but you know that if you don't get the spell off by the end of the turn, the starting next turn, the scroll will burn. You'd only have to get about 15 feet closer, by the way.
Okay, I'll 15 feet, but like I'll try and be kind of
Yeah, hidden.
Yeah.
Goo. At the end of Ophelia's turn, because I've been forgetting to do this, Jeremy's going to use a legendary action to cast a cantrip.
Okay, so that's him
So
casting
you get
right
yeah,
next
you
to
get
me,
an
right?
attack. Yeah, you get an attack of opportunity.
Very bad. It's awful.
He's going to aim at you. He's going to aim at you,
Luke.
Nakax, and cast Eldritch Blast.
19.
19 should hit.
I
Yes.
forgot I didn't bring my switch.
Luke, so Ophelia's prepping a dispel magic for when you get closer.
Yes, a 19 will
just-
hit.
Just get closer.
Uh,
Hopefully.
18 damage.
18 damage. All right, 18 points of damage to Jeremy. Or sorry, 18. So that should be.
Is he concentrating on anything?
Nope.
No, he's not.
Okay.
So the first one that's gonna hit.
Hunger of Hadar dropped or what?
Hunger of
Yeah,
already
oh, no.
dropped. Yeah.
Drop.
Okay.
It's a 21 for the next one, and that's going to be a 17 for the third Eldritch Blast. All three hit. All right. Luckily, he didn't crit you because he didn't roll a 19 or a 20. One, two, and then he does get his proficiency bonus added to this because he has.
On, he just casted another spell?
He casts Eldritch Blast, and he casts his Hexblade's Curse, which is not concentration. Just lasts a minute and is really annoying to deal with. And I can't remember if he has that invocation or not. Thirsting Blade, blah, 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 blah. He does not have the improved Eldritch Blast. So he just gets his proficiency bonus added to this. So this plus 15. So that's 29 points of force damage to you, Nakax, between the 3 blasts.
3 blasts. Okay.
Yeah.
How far away is Tremor, by the way, from us?
He's up in the rafters, still about 30 feet away from you. Or no, he's 2 levels up. He's 2 levels up, so he's about 45 feet away from you.
For me? Okay.
Okay, Goo, you're up.
Can get to here without dashing. And during this, suck motion.
You're pulling him closer?
No, I'm just trying to get the gem.
Rating it specifically, I believe it's target creature that you can pull in with the.
Okay.
I
I guess actually, yeah. I'll see if I can do that.
Okay, so strength saving throw for him.
Yes.
Let's see. That is a.
Is
Does that make
14 DC?
pluses? 14. He just makes it. He doesn't have a plus, but he rolled a natural 14. But I couldn't remember if the DC was 15 or 14.
It's an action. It's not an attack. It's just a pull. Technically,
Yeah, it's still your
turn,
action, but it is your action to yank him.
Okay. So then I will bonus action to dash and get here
Uh huh.
and just try and touch it. I'm still invisible.
All right. So you're reaching out for it. Well, at the end of your turn,
Can I grab it because I have more
no,
movement?
it's your
it.
action to make a grab for it.
I can't keep moving with the bonus
Yeah.
action dash.
I mean, you could try to move around, but
Okay, fair.
yeah. But it was your action to try to pull him, and it's an action to try to make a grab at the gem. Yeah, he's gonna fire 3 more Eldritch blasts into Nakax. It's gonna hit. That's a 15. Does a 15 hit your armor class? It does? Oh, Jesus. Does a 13 hit your armor class? Okay. Thank Christ.
The only thing that I have is an AC of 13 because of Draconic Ancestry, plus my Dexterity, which would have been 14. Plus
Take an
the ring that I
additional-
have gives it an extra 1. My AC is 15.
Take another 23 points of force damage.
I'm still standing. Please just fucking end my life. I'm sorry to have brought the mood down. I'm sorry that I failed everyone in this party and everyone in this group.
Nah.
The hardest person being hard on you is yourself right now.
Okay. Jeremy is going to cast a spell. No one? Okay. All right. So he will go ahead and, as he finishes his spell, he will just, as his hands kind of come apart, you see a vial of blood fall to the ground.
He killed a man in the last 24 hours. Son of a gun.
He'll counterspell you back because he wants this to go off. And that's his 4th spell slot.
And I still counter. Actually, no.
If you want to if you want to burn up the scroll.
No.
So he drops it on the ground and says,
It depends on
Looking
what
around
level he's
everybody else.
counterspelling anyway. It also depends on what.
Yeah, looking at everybody else with a smile, just says, let's see if we can't make this fight a bit more fair. Well, more fair for us. And as his hand kind of turns, you watch as a rift begins to rip open on top of him. As he finishes casting Summon Greater Demon. I need to get a picture. Yeah, I need to get a picture. Really quick.
He's losing Hex then.
No, Hexblade's Curse is not a concentration spell.
Oh no, Hexblade's Curse is its own thing. Hex, which he cast.
Hex he
separately
did
at
not
the
cast.
start.
Hex he didn't cast on anything. You watch as a waiting for it to load in. Oh, if it wants to. Hang on. This might be really big. It's not going to be this big, but it might be really big.
Okay.
As a bird-like demon appears in the space behind Nathan and Nakax.
Cool. I'm using my reaction
Uh-huh.
as a scout rogue to
Run
move.
away!
Yeah, it does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Yes.
I'm
It
going
does
to basically go over here.
The rock rolls initiative on its own. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay. Let's for it. And let's see. And he still has a few tricks he can do. Yeah, he will bonus action, and he is going to move his Hexblade's Curse. Nathan.
Okay. Sorry, I guess I didn't realize that Hexblade's Curse could be moved. Okay.
At a certain level, it can be moved.
That's fantastic. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Bright Star falls and I'm just trying to cast on Jeremy, so he needs to make me a dex save.
That is a 21.
Okay. So that's all right.
At this point, by the way, everyone has weapons drawn, but they're kind of they're almost waiting to see how this is going. Considering the cleric just got dominated, the dragonborn is almost dead. They're kind of like, maybe we don't have to do anything here.
No shit.
I will say you guys also hear coming from somewhere in the facility.
Wait, shouldn't I be a little bit more down? Whatever.
You're the one who I said you needed to move 15 feet closer, and you said I'm going to move 15 feet closer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's fucking hairs, man.
Okay.
All right, so Nathan, that was your action.
Yeah. So dang it. Okay. Would my character know anything about whether like dominate affects our concentration? The character probably would not know that, I guess.
I'd say if your character doesn't use, make
Wait.
an Arcana check. Make an Arcana check.
6 plus 13, 19.
Wait,
18. So you would know that their concentration. You also know that summon greater demon's concentration, and yet he still hasn't broken his dominate person.
wait, can't Ezreal not be charmed because she's elvish?
No, she can be charmed. She just has advantage on the save.
Oh.
She just can't be magically put to sleep.
Did she roll advantage for it?
Did you roll an advantage, Ezreal?
I didn't.
Roll an advantage. Although I would say, sorry, Jeremy's not the one concentrating on dominate person. Tremor's the one concentrating on
My
dominate person.
hand to God.
Okay. And that brings your total to?
Natural 20.
And that brings your total to?
Don't tell me you're playing by these rules, DM. Don't do this to me.
I gotta get out of Stardew Valley. Hang on.
And I don't use my fucking action to,
30? Alright,
Yeah.
you just save. I'm joking. No, Tremor does not have that high of spell DC. So okay, so you're not dominated.
Yeah, then I'm not gonna move the 15. Just move me back, I guess.
Okay. And in that case,
So-
guys,
Prep a teleport, I guess.
okay.
So you're holding a
retcon the whole
7th
thing.
level spell.
No, not holding it.
Okay.
It's like
So prepping means you're holding it.
oh, okay.
Okay, so since Ezreal is not currently dominated, I'm going to bonus action heal. I'm gonna bonus action heal Nakax, I think, because I feel this is needed.
No, it's not. Let him die.
Fine.
All right, so that's 15 points of healing.
No.
Okay. Valak.
I am grabbing for the charm again.
Okay. You miss.
18.
18?
You miss.
Wait, how? Oh, he moved the Hexblade's curse!
A puff of smoke, familiar to you, Valak, detonates up in your face as you see Jeremy just a few inches away from your hands.
But I thought his Hexblade curse was on...
He
He
moved
can
it.
move it.
He moved it.
Wait, no, but he did move it. He moved it to Nathan, not to Valak.
Oh, he moved it to Valak.
No, you just said Nathan.
You said Nathan.
I don't.
He
think
did
I said
not.
anything. I did not.
No, he
Right.
didn't.
I just said he moved it.
I don't know, maybe I'm just
then went-
imagining things that are mildly hopeful than, just me fucking up.
You bastard.
We're gonna have this song and dance again, big man.
Yes.
You know how this went last time. Okay. Sprinkles. We say, darlings, put your weapons down. I can convince them to let you live. Just put your weapons down.
You are a traitor!
Hey, I'm only doing what's right for everyone.
Not in my dream, I had. I have seen that you are the traitor.
Okay.
Sprinkles is spending her whole turn to try to reason. The Varrock is going to make 2 attacks, one with its talon, one with its claw on Nakax. It's I rolled a 9, but you plus 6. That hits 2. So that's going to be 12 points of piercing damage from the beak. Oh my fucking god. And 20 points of damage from the claw.
I'm out.
So Nakax is unconscious. At the end of Nakax's turn, he's going to take 2 strikes against... he's going to use a legendary action to take 2 strikes against you, Valak. With his blade.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him right back.
Miss. If he's hitting you?
Oh, let me double check.
So one misses, the other one is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
with a short with his sword. Where are my d8s? I misplaced my d8s. More d8s from the bag. If I can find a single d8 from my bag. Alright, I'm just gonna get my metal dice out because I at least know I have a d8 in there. D8. That's gonna be 11 points of slashing damage to you, Block, reduced to 5 because you're raging.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, and that was his legendary action. And you guys still hear getting louder now. Then your turn. You will spend 2 legendary actions. No, he's not. He's going to spend 1 legendary action, take 2 strikes again. 21
That matches.
hits, and 22, so both of those hit.
Stone endurance on one.
Okay, the first or the second one?
I will go with the second.
So the first one does 11 points of slashing damage, reduced to 5. Second one does 10 points of oh, no, wait, I'm not adding the proficiency. So take another 2 points of damage from the last one, because that would have been 9, what was it? What did I say, 11? So 16 points reduced to 8 for the first one. And then 14 reduced to 7 for the second one. And you said
Hold
Stone's
on.
Endurance on the second one, right?
Yeah, so how much was the first one then?
The first one was 16 reduced to 8.
Okay, then the second?
14 reduced to 7.
Okay.
Ezreal.
And then the stone endurance.
So reduce that to 1 hit, 1 damage.
Okay, there we go.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Playing Stardew Valley.
Heck, man.
Your turn.
Yeah, hang on. Okay. So, Nakek's unconscious.
Akek's unconscious, and you see this big thing is.
I guess I'm dashing toward him.
Alright, so you'll sprint over.
Fly over.
Fly over. 5,
Guess it
10,
doesn't
15,
really
20,
matter that
21, 30,
much.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55. You can get to him.
Okay.
Not dashing.
Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, scoop him up and try and pull him away from the action.
Alright, so 55, you pick him up. You can dash away, but you'll take attack of opportunity from the Varrock.
That's good.
Okay. So you'll run it, and it's going to make a claw attack as you go past. It's going to be a 22 to hit.
The hits.
That's going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I'll take it.
And you can move at half speed with a dash, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get over there. Nekax, death saving throw, please.
$17.
Success. Tremor, seeing that that didn't work. Let's see. Stop playing Stardew Valley.
What?
I can hear you playing Stardew Valley. Stop.
Tap it. It still doesn't cast a spell yet. All right.
Just gonna retire Nakax at the end of this. I may as well just spoil it. There's no point in his character being here. He's not a fit for this campaign.
Shut up. It's fine.
Stop it.
Stop it.
He will call out. He will call out and say, "Jeremy." Jeremy kind of looks up. Says, "Head down, will you?" And as he snaps his fingers, he snaps his fingers and a small orb flies out.
Is that magical?
It's a spell from Tremor.
Oh.
And he's going to cast Time Bomb. Right here, including Jeremy. So everyone needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Including dead me, or...
No. He's centering it over here. So Volok, 22.
Yeah.
That is a fail against the spell DC.
You can retry it because you're raging.
Oh yeah, you're raging.
That was at advantage.
Oh. Goo, Wisdom save.
Oh, 23?
23. That is a success.
Oh, thank Christ. I
And
was like,
Nathan.
what?
Wisdom, my second lowest save.
Oh no.
Jesus
It
Christ.
happens. Okay, that is a 10.
That's a fail. All right. 5th level Time Bomb. Ten, 15. 34 points of psychic damage if you fail. Or sorry, 34 points of force damage if you failed. Or no, psychic damage. This is psychic damage. 34 points of psychic damage if you failed. 17 points if you succeeded.
Okay. I will roll my con save for invisibility.
All right.
Because I guess Ophelia has not technically dropped it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Unfortunately, that was a really low roll.
Ophelia has dropped invisibility.
What do you roll? Yeah, but I'm still like hiding on the outskirts.
I rolled a 12, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay. So my turn? Wait,
No,
doesn't 12 succeed?
Nope. It's half the damage or 10, whichever's higher. And he took 34 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeremy also took some Jeremy also took damage from that.
Okay, so my turn?
No, Jeremy's going to use a legendary action.
Oh, to not drop concentration. Yeah.
He doesn't have concentration. Oh yeah, he does have concentration. You're right. So straight roll. Half the damage, which he succeeded, so 17. So he got a 15 plus his con, so he's fine. Rock's still under his control. And your turn. Yeah, he'll just take two. He's just take 2 slashes into the lock. Oof. But those are not going to hit. That's a 17 and a 20.
Nope, miss.
Now it's your turn, Ophelia.
I'm going to cast. I guess I'm still hitting, so I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself, and I'm going to tell myself and Aster, and I'm gonna tell Aster to fly over to Ezreal and tell her to like get right next to Goo, as close to Goo as possible.
Ravioli
I can get us out of here.
Fly over. You see Ezra's running. Ravioli kind of pecks your shoulder for a moment as you look over what he starts kind of like moving, like frantically pointing his body towards Goo.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Goo.
I was grabbing.
Sorry. End of your turn. 2 more slashes.
Yeah, I was thinking that he would use my mimicry to like mimic what I said.
Oh yeah. He'll do that. So 1 hit will hit you, Volok. The other one will miss because you have an insanely high armor class. Let's see. So that's 13, 18 reduced to 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And now it's Goo's turn.
I was grabbing at the gem last round.
All right. So it's your action. Make an athletics check.
Okay. I'm good at this.
Athletics.
Yeah, I'm trained in it.
What the fuck? You don't see
Monk
that.
stuff. 24.
What?
I've been really good all night, baby.
I give
What
him
the
a.
fuck did you roll?
I give him a 13.
I have a 6 in athletics.
Wait, you're giving him a 13?
I'm giving
Are you sure?
Wait, what?
Are you sure you're giving him a 13?
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Okay.
Wait.
That's
So he nat one. Now he has 13.
Oof. My bad.
With a 24, you grab onto it, but you do grab onto it.
Does it get absorbed into the rest of the artifact?
I mean, you have it. It's glowing. But you also know that the last time you did this, they had to be put in a specific way in order for it to attach.
Fuck. I can't rip it off, can I?
But you grabbed it. You have it in your hand.
Okay, but it's around his neck, right? Or is it?
It's on his chest. So as you reach in and you grab,
Yeah.
you pull it away. You have it.
Okay.
It is on a chain, but you have it.
Can I rip it off the chain?
Make a strength roll. Straight strength.
Fuck my tiny little button. I can't do math. 15.
15. All right. So you feel the chain giving, and as you kind of give it one good yank, you have it.
Okay, can I? If I'm holding it now, is it still invisible, or did I drop?
No.
invisibility
He
items?
dropped invisibility.
You dropped invisibility as soon as you made a grab for it.
Can I move around and try and just fit it into a
No.
spot?
No. Chris, I have a plan.
Actually, I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
No.
Oh, fine.
You're moving away from him?
No.
Okay, so you're gonna stay there?
Actually,
Yeah,
no.
I'm gonna-
You can do whatever you want, Chris. Do whatever you want.
Okay. No, I'm just
Don't
gonna
move.
get to like.
Just don't move too far.
I was just gonna get to like here. I'm not gonna run away fully.
All right, so he will say, so Jeremy will be like, oh, I'm not letting that happen. And he will turn with his blade, and as he slashes, there is a wave of psychic energy that goes towards you.
Is that magical?
It is magical.
Easy in it.
All right, Goo, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
I'm not good at those. That's a 14.
14. So as he says, oh, that's not happening, he swings his blade, and as soon as the wave comes through you, your vision goes black for a moment. And you find yourself now in a small box with hundreds of claws that are reaching out at you.
I'm familiar with this spell now.
Yes, that was mental prison. So mental prison, you take 5d10 psychic. I need to start looking this up on my phone just because, like, I keep having to cut away from the thing.
It's concentration, I think.
Yeah. So he will. So he dropped the concentration of the rock. So the rock's going ballistic at this point. But more importantly, he would rather make sure the artifact's safe. 10, 20, 22, 28 points of psychic damage to you, Go.
That's a lot. Okay.
And now it's his turn.
Above half HP.
Now it's his turn.
I wouldn't
And
normally
invisible.
interrupt, but it does add significantly to the damage. Hexblade's Curse, I think, can be moved if the target of the original thing dies.
Nice.
Yeah, that's correct.
Reduce 10 damage. Reduce 10 damage then, because as soon as Nakax died, he could move it.
He's not dead.
He is dead.
Nakax was dead.
Nakax is.
Knockdown.
But
Nakax was the original target.
Not dead.
what he's saying is he can move it after I was
Yeah.
gone. So
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Reduce off. That's why I'm telling Valak to reduce off the damage.
I'm
Because as soon as Nakax died, he could have moved it then. Sorry, I thought it could just be moved willy nilly.
Okay, sorry. I honestly had not realized that Nakax was dead. I thought he was just unconscious.
No, Nakax is unconscious.
And truth be told, there'd be a lot of other actions that would have been.
Yeah, there's a
but
lot
we're
that have
doing
been
basics.
retconned, and one of those would have been me actually having that
Okay, for
necklace.
sake of brevity and the DM fucking
Because
up,
there's
Right.
we're gonna, for the sake of brevity and DM fucking up, remove the damage that I did. Goo will have the artifact, and I realized that was my fuck up because I thought it could just be moved, but I don't want to go back 4 rounds.
No,
go
I
back 2 rounds
definitely understand.
to fix everything. So go ahead and remove the damage. We'll say Goo has the artifact, and Goo, you'll be further along you can be further along then, because you would have gotten it the round before.
Okay.
So we'll say you're close to Ezreal, and then the mental prison goes off. So you're still a safe distance away.
Would I have actions?
I don't want to go back and retcon everything right
yeah,
now.
this would be a lot of retcon because
Yeah, this
technically
would be an
Block would
immense
have had
amount
that
of
thing.
retconning. Like, I'm not, like, honestly, I'm
sorry.
just tempted to say, I apologize.
I'm not moving past Nathan.
Yeah, we'll keep it as is. I apologize for the lock reduce. I hit you how many times? Like 6?
Yeah.
Let's say
No,
heal
4.
back with the proficiency, because I'm looking at proficiency bonus halved. 1, 2, 3. So heal back for 8 points of damage. Because that's how much the proficiency bonus would have been halved from the damage.
Okay.
So my apologies, I thought I could just be moved. Let's see.
Back up to about half health.
Yeah. So you'll have your HP back. Let's see. What's he gonna do? He'll use his once a day ability. Let's see. For some reason, it's not letting me scroll down to it, which I'm upset about. Trim the thing real quick. Yes, he will go ahead and do his Blessing of the Fifth, which is not a spell. Who's he more concerned about? No, he's concerned about Goo. He wants to kill Goo. He wants to make sure Goo gets taken out. Okay, so I need Nathan, Goo, and the Varrock all to make Constitution saving throws.
All right then.
Please. Baby. Yes, 21.
21, success. But still take
cool.
half damage.
Okay.
16.
Fail, unfortunately. But I'm rolling pretty crap. 5.
He kills the Varrock.
Wow, I am rolling like shit. 49 points of force damage if you fail, and 24 points of force damage if you succeeded.
49.
Yes. And the Varrock also takes 49 points of damage.
Okay.
The Varrock is in a lot of pain, but not down.
That is force. All right. Nothing is
That was his
And-
action.
Oh.
Is Nathan.
I am actually unconscious. I should have been marking.
Oh, okay. So Nathan's
Sorry.
unconscious. Roll a death save.
All right.
I'm visible.
Oh, 18. All right.
Success. Vlak, he turns. Swing. Actually, no. He's just gonna shoot at Goo, who's incapacitated right now. Do you have your reaction still, Vlak? Or did you use it already? Swing with Mage Slayer.
No, I still got it.
Okay. So you go ahead and get a swing.
$20.
20 will
Probably
hit.
hits.
But your Hexblade cursed. And I rolled a 2. That hits.
Finally, Block
11?
hits him.
11 points of damage. Yes. Okay.
Oh no, 23. Sorry.
Concentration check.
Or what? Oh, for
mental
for
prison.
mental prison, right? Okay. So constitution check, that is gonna be that's a success. 14 plus 3.
Fuck.
And then Goo suffers 30 points of force damage.
Was it a spell DC or is it armor
No, it's an
class?
attack with his Eldritch Blast.
Oh, well, isn't
It
that...
gets that go low. Okay, wrong hand.
I get that. What is it actually to hit?
Over 20 on all.
I mean, I have a 22.
Oh, okay, so then one missed. Well, you're incapacitated, so be at advantage anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, only two of them hit you. So then that would have been taking off one of them. I said 15, or sorry, 30. So that would be. Oh wait, no, you're not Hexblade Curse. Remove that. Remove that. Take 11 points of damage.
Okay. With that in mind, going to look how mental prison works.
I'm looking it up right now as well.
Target is moved out of the illusion, makes a melee attack through it, or reaches any part of the body through it. Target. No. Okay. I was wondering if I got hurt outside of it, would I?
No, you still take. It basically just looks like you're getting clawed by these things, and it hurts a lot.
No, I mean, would I take the psychic damage and fall out if I got hit in the real
No,
world?
no.
No, it's only if you move.
Only if
Okay.
you move out of it.
Valak.
Block is pissed. He is beyond pissed. He's going reckless.
Okay. Your first attack misses. Your second attack misses.
God damn it.
And a bonus action, I am going to use... never mind, no I'm not.
Okay. Sprinkles. We'll just keep pleading at this point. Darlings! Stop fighting! Please! Just hear him out! Berserk Varrock goes for the nearest target, which is Goo. And I need to check something on mental prison real quick. The turret can't see and is restrained for the spell's duration, so he has advantage. So that's going to be a 24 to hit for the first strike,
Sure.
and a 22 to hit for the second strike.
It's even.
That's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 points of piercing damage. And then 8, 9, 10, 11 points of slashing damage.
Unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
At
I
this
did tell you
point,
to move, Ezreal, so...
at this point, the thing has stopped, but he's still gonna slash away at you, Volok. Only one hit. And that's going to be 13
Were they
reduced.
advantage?
Oh, it was at advantage. Natural 20. Second hit now. So 13. I'll still take the damage what I did for the first one. So 13 reduced to 6 points of slashing damage for the first strike. Volok. 3, 8, 11, 16, 21 reduced to 10 points of damage for the second strike.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, the has stopped. Ezreal.
I did tell you what to do.
I think your
using
mic's
mimicry.
broken, Luke.
Okay, good. Gonna drag Nakax over to Goo, and myself along with it. So
Huh?
there we go. And Nakax as well.
Jordan.
X comes with you.
Jordo's anger.
And fucking where are you? I never prepared. Healing word on for
Can your wings do anything? If we're in a group moment right now.
It's a healing word on two goo. No. Two was.
This big boy Healy.
Luke.
Oh yeah.
Luke, I want you to look at your wings. Is there something that your wings can do in a group?
Use big boy heal spell.
I'm not sure whether or not what I'm remembering was edited out later or not.
Her
but-
wings can cast protection from evil and good, detect evil and good, sanctuary, calm emotions, augury, and enhance ability.
Okay, I didn't know if there was a group heal ability. So
No.
my apologies.
Mass cure wounds.
Again, it's me hoping that there's good things from a shitty decision I made, but
Ezreal,
Yep.
your healing word fizzles.
Cool.
I'm guessing counterspell from your boy
Yes.
from
counterspell.
Tremor.
Yes, Tremor counterspell.
from how far away though?
45 at an angle. He has enough distance.
I thought he was 45 from an angle from Ophelia.
No. I said he was 45 feet up.
Oh,
When Ophelia asked how high up he was.
okay.
Cool. Anyway.
If he's counterspelling that, he's not counterspelling whatever Ophelia has prepped.
It's true.
Yep.
6. I failed my death save for 1.
Alright, well, it's Lord Tremor's turn.
What, he rolled lower than a 4? Or...
No, he's at the top of the initiative.
Okay. I don't see that, but sure.
Oh, Jeremy's gonna swing, and just try to take you out, Balak, at this point. At advantage, 1 hit. Fucking another natural 20. Are you fucking kidding me? So that's 13 reduced to 6, and then 16 reduced to 8. Tremor is going to pop himself down. Misty Step. And he will take a little bit of falling damage because he can't jump that far. 2 points of damage. Jump in between. His hood kind of drawn back at this point.
Why is he a lizard?
As he pulls the hood back, you'd seen it before, just faintly, but part of the illusory self that he keeps up is faded at this point, and you can see underneath the face of a ancient-looking devil, 4 eyes that adorn his face, with dark white and blue skin. His hair is a bit tattered in places. His demeanor still stands, but there is just this constant aura of almost like this weight around him, just this heaviness from around his body. As he looks at all of you. Looks back at you, Ophelia.
I'm still invisible.
No, you're not.
No, I cast invisibility during my turn.
Oh, yes, you did. He can still see you.
What?
Devil.
He is not hindered by invisibility.
Uh-huh.
Just because I'm curious, what was your plan?
Do I still have the roam outfit on? Like, does he know that? Oh yeah, it's because I'm invisible that...
Yeah. You really think you could come in here and stop us and stop this entire operation yourselves?
Not really, but let's see if we can do something about that. And I'm gonna
It's
run.
still his turn.
Oh, it's still his turn.
Still his turn. Well, how about we set up a little ultimatum for you, Ezreal, wasn't it? And his hand goes into the air for a moment, and you watch as a massive vortex begins to form up over his hand. And he looks back at Ophelia, and with a snap, you can try to do something, Ophelia, if you want to.
Do I know what he's trying to do, or?
You have no clue what he's casting right now.
I'm gonna try and counterspell it.
Okay. What level? He will counterspell back, but I'm gonna roll a die to see what level he's gonna counterspell you back at.
5th level.
5th level? Okay. Fuck me. 3 plus 5, so he counterspells you at 8th level. Because he has to at least cast it at his base level. And he is going, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. $24.
That is a success. So you take half damage as he casts his 9th level spell Quantum Shift on you.
How much damage is that?
I don't think I have enough d6s. Hang on.
Comforting.
Dice roller.
We'll be back in 1 minute.
I'm trying to do math in my head right now because you saved. Well, it's half 71.
Half of 71 would be 35 if we lowered.
35, okay.
It's 35 and a half to be exact.
So
No, 30,
35.
35.
Yeah.
Then take 35 points of psychic damage and 48 points of force damage.
Psychic damage and force damage?
Yes. Thankfully, because you succeeded, your wisdom and charisma did not become 1.
Okay. So, Eric, would
You
you
have 1
like...
HP. 1 HP. And that is going to be the end of Tremor's turn.
I'm gonna carefully walk past him and...
Jeremy!
What?
That one, please. Because you drop concentration on your invisibility. And Jeremy's going to shoot you. Volok, you get a swing.
Block, try protect, or no?
I mean, Volok can swing with Mage Slayer to take her out. So 2 of those are going to hit you even with shield. I calculated it. Unless, what does your armor class go up to? What does your armor class go up to?
I can go up to 23.
So 23 damage.
So 13 plus 11.
Plus, I have 4 luckies ready.
You want him to reroll?
Yep. Reroll all of them.
Reroll 1. 17 plus 11. So, hits. You have 1 hit point, you're unconscious.
Is there any other luckies I can do, or no?
You can't chain luckies together, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could use them as long as you have them.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure
Wait,
because you can
Can
use
I
lucky
still
once and then
can
it
I
has
still
to
roll
take
for
one once.
concentration since like he did hit
You'd
me?
have to nat 20. No, not even a nat 20. Because your damage to beat would be 40 plus.
But isn't it like separate for each, or?
No, it's one big hit. It's basically a single target meteor swarm.
Even with a nat 20?
Go ahead and roll.
25. So that's half of it, but
No, it's not.
can I try again?
I mean, you can lucky if you want to. Your goal to beat is 35, right? It's like 30 something right now. Now that
I
calculated
can't.
it out different.
If there was a lesson that Nakak should have learned out of all this time, there is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there are no heroes.
You should learn not to fucking rush in, at least.
Go death saving throw.
Yay!
The plan was for everyone to get
Yay!
to jump
It's
Jeremy.
11.
That was the only thing that.
So
he
Jeremy
cared about.
Jeremy will not swing at you this turn, Vlog. Put your weapon down. You know as well as I do this fight's over. That's his turn.
Oh my god. Why did Tremor have to jump down of all people?
Because you grabbed the artifact. That was kind of quintessential to his plan.
Let's save.
That's safe for you, Nathan.
4. 1 fail.
Balak?
Trying to think if Valak is really going to listen to this guy after seeing 4 of his teammates down. I look at Ezreal.
No. I'm not... No, I can't do this. I'm...
I know, Luke. I fucked up.
At least you should have given us something. Oh my god.
I fucked up everything for everyone, and that's
Give me a second.
Do people have multiple person healing abilities at all?
Ezreal
would, but
Ezreal
there's
should.
2 people that can do counterspell, and guess what the fuck's gonna happen the moment she makes an action?
So he actually used all of his. Did he use all of his legend actions before attacking me, or no?
No. He used 2. 2 slashes, and then he can cast a cantrip with 1 legendary action. He hasn't used his 2 legendary action ability yet.
I should have just saved the counter spell.
Slash, and then he had his cantrip.
Yeah. So how much damage did I originally take, Eric, from that?
I think it was 13 damage.
No, from what's his face?
70 something points of damage.
70. What was it?
It was enough to knock you from full to 1.
Yeah, since I had 84 HP.
Yeah, so it did 84 points of damage. So your half would have been 42 was the DC you had to break. Or nat 20.
I'll tell him I'll put it down if you raise all my people up.
Is that your turn?
I'm waiting for his response.
You're in no position to negotiate.
Look. Stand down.
Up to you.
For your healing potion to myself.
Alright. Sprinkles at this point. She's kind of gonna go quiet for the moment. He'll raise a hand, look at you, Balak, and raise a hand towards the Varrock. And he'll fire 3 shots at the Varrock. Are you gonna take a swing at him, or are you just gonna let him fire on the Varrock?
I'm just gonna let him shoot at that.
Okay, so the Varrock gets hit 3 times. For 10 points of damage. Rock's gonna go after the next living target.
Ezreal.
Ezreal. Alright, well, technically in a 5-foot move, it can go for either, so it's either gonna go for Tremor or Ezreal. It's actually going to go for Tremor. Attacks. 1 will hit. With a claw attack. Tremor just looks at it and just says, "You worthless lesser creature." Seemingly pretty much unfazed by the hit. He took the damage, but just didn't really do enough for him to even care about it. Jeremy's just gonna keep shooting at the thing to knock it out.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow. I double crit. Straight up 2 natural 20s. Jesus Christ.
Good job, DM. You did it.
Yeah, the rock's dead.
That's how we TPK.
Christine.
But Eric, I want to watch you guys TPK.
We still might.
Yeah, no shit, we're gonna.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's all my
Yeah.
fault.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, at the end of that turn, Jeremy will just go ahead and... yeah, he's not gonna use his last legendary. Ezreal?
Nothing I can do. Can't heal.
You can try.
You
Just
can
Try.
Are you gonna try?
Looking worse.
As you're going to begin casting, Jeremy will just say, don't do that. Be smart.
And I guess I do fucking nothing. Go on.
No healing potions to feed to someone or stabilizations?
Yeah.
Block is the only one.
Nakax,
No, I split mine with Ezreal. It's in her bag of holding.
Well, if he's
Yeah.
not gonna let me heal using magic, then
And he's just gonna knock you down anyways.
I roll a 6. That's the second 6 that I failed on. If I roll another 6 when I die, this is fate.
Tremor will step over. Will step up to you, Ezreal. Hold his hand up.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I need a Luke here because I need to see if he'd resist. But, so instead he'll reach down and grab the... He will use his action to remove the gauntlet from Goo. As well. Look at it.
I almost just want to just stop this campaign. I want to be alongside Luke with this because... like, all the efforts that you guys did is fucking wasted because I'm such...
Looks at it for a moment. I expected it to be more complete than this. No matter. I'll find the other piece myself. He'll kind of set it aside. And he will actually go ahead and use an inherent ability of his. Well, Favored Few, I do thank you for your cooperation in bringing me the instruments that I needed, and as a show of good faith, he'll kind of wave his hand for a moment, and you watch as Nakax, Nathan, and Nakax, Nathan, and Goo's wounds seem to almost start flowing backwards for a moment, as he will stabilize the three of you. And
So, who did he stabilize?
he stabilized the people who were bleeding out.
Oh, all four of them?
Mm-hmm. So, Ophelia, you are stable. Goo, you are stable. Jeremy will move away from you, Block. Come over to Goo and pick out that piece. Hand it over to hand it over to Tremor. Nathan is stabilized Valak. At this point, Tremor and Jeremy are basically allowing you to do what you'd like. You can go heal them. You can do whatever you'd like to do.
Going on now? What's going
Tremor used his
Trem-
action to remove the gauntlet from Go, and Jeremy picked up the other piece of Elemiah's grasp and gave it over to Tremor.
Okay.
And at this point, Tremor's also stabilized all of you, as a sign of good faith for you, being so kind as to bring him what he needed.
Okay.
Fucking damn it.
Are we done yet?
Not yet. He will remove Ophiac's mantle from you.
Don't. I'll fucking leave because this is all my fault.
And he looks at it and says, "Well, to a new world, I suppose." And he will turn with Jeremy and walk away, leaving all of you where you are. He'll go over to Ophelia. He'll put a hand on your head for a moment and cast Revert Time to pick you back up. Ophelia, you heal for 12.
Okay then.
And they will make their way to the staircase.
Shout out to the only thing that made me useful being taken away.
Shout out to the one thing that I'm useful for, and it fucking ruins everything because no plan I have ever works. Nothing that I do is useful.
I think this is a good time to go on break, folks.
Yeah, I'll take a short intermission here.
Intermission?
Yeah, take a short break here and we'll come back in just a moment. are running a bit high right now. But Tremor, as he walks away, ceases for a moment, gives the artifacts over to Jeremy, tells him, please ensure that makes its way, So, of course, he'll begin making his way up the stairs as Tremor turns. He will go ahead and kind of wave his hand for a moment, then pulls his hand up. All of you heal for 16 points of health. And you are awake. Tremor will kind of keep his hands together for a moment, looking at all of you. I will say, I think your skills could be useful. You're all rather interesting individuals. And my offer still stands. Aid me. And help me correct the world. You see me as this tyrant, this villain. And of course, and he points out to the workshop, which is now just staring. I'm sure this does not help your perception of me. But understand that what I do is not to destroy. What I do is to push us forward. As I had explained this to you before, we are stuck. This world is stuck. We have no future if we continue to allow the cycle to go on over and over and over again. You brought me what I need, and that is all that I care about. But I see that your talents can be utilized. Think on it. Then he will turn, make his way up the stairs. A few guards will come over, pick you all up, and escort you out. Making your way back onto the streets, you are left to your own devices. You see there's some scrambling, but nobody seems to be paying you much mind in the moment.
Ophelia doesn't move at all. She just kind of stands still there.
Anything. Silent.
Gotta look at my group.
I mean, and I rest on thinking over. I think there was a lot happened that I did not get.
I'm gonna look over the group. I'm gonna see Esriel no longer has her mantle. Look to the goose
I mean, at least
There's
we have a
not
better idea of what we're up against now.
You may be right. We should probably help him. Seems like every time we try to go after these guys, first we thought Tremor was dead. Now look at him. He's even stronger than what he was last time we fought him.
It's my fault.
Maybe he is right. Maybe we should go in there and help him for a while.
No. All of you are right. It's me. It's always been me.
Then let us be right again. You left, I thought you were going to better yourself, and maybe it didn't happen. But maybe you need help.
He's
Our
a kid.
help.
He's a kid. He needs guidance.
And I think we need to figure out an actual game plan.
I think all of you are happier when I wasn't here.
At this point, Nathan, a voice comes into your head. Well, this complicates a lot. fear if you're incapable of getting this item, it might be for the best to return to Rose Lake. Warn them as to what happened.
I'll sort of quietly say in Celestial, like as a reply, that the item I seek was a different artifact than the one they seek.
Yes. All I knew was that this individual had acquired it, not the devil. That I believe they referred to him as Jeremy, and was using it with one of those constructs. But it seems at this moment that it would be too difficult to acquire. Must, I believe, bide our time. Hope that another opportunity presents itself.
Patience has always been the virtue of a naturalist.
It's the last thing you hear.
Perhaps we can go to a place where there are 4 walls, floor, and a ceiling.
I'd prefer not around here.
Grab the horses, get out. Perhaps.
You still have a teleport spell, Ophelia, if you want to use it.
He's just standing there. He doesn't seem to be responding to anything.
Maybe we go inside and work for him a little bit, then maybe we could inside him and get your guys' shit back.
No, we'll just die.
Past that point.
They're not going to expect us to be trying to do that.
I think that's the first thing.
I don't think we can. If we could, we would have gotten along further the first time.
We shouldn't have gone in there in the first place.
So,
I'm going back to Corona.
The leader, I'm going to take responsibility.
Then you guys go, I'm going back in.
The only responsibility you should take is reprimanding me. And the only choice here is for me to go. I've hurt you all once before, and I let it happen again. All because I have some idea that somehow I'm not a failure. But I know better now. Everyone in Calvin is right. I was destined to not be as good as I thought I was. So I'm gonna go back to Corona.
no, you're not.
I'm going to hold out both my hands. I'm going to grab Knack X's. I'm going to grab Ophelia's. Let's go get some rest, okay?
You know, for once in my life, I'm putting my foot down. It's abundantly clear to me that we as a group have no idea what we're doing, and we are trying to achieve something far beyond our understanding. So, we're going to see someone who might know what to do. Nathan?
Yes,
You know where she is.
I do.
Let's go.
Get the horses and go. We can make a good time. It's night. No one's going to be on the road to block us.
So you guys grab your stuff, grab whatever you can, kind of have to coax Ophelia up. Nick, actually, carefully can I get on the horse?
I'll stay on the same horse as Knack X. with the ring.
You guys make your way out of Nightshan. Away from the warehouse. Kind of somber, quiet as you make your way across. As you're kind of sitting there, neck axe, and you're kind of in this darkness for a moment, you just hear a voice. Same one as always. The one that would reprimand you, the same one that would talk down to you, just says, "Why must you continue being such a dreamer? I'm not trying to insult you, Gaborik. I'm asking.
Because dreams are so much nicer than reality.
Let's say for a moment that had worked, what you did. What was the plan after you died? What did you think would happen? I've warned you about this already. I've met people like you, and they've ended up dead. Your lineage is full of these idealists.
Why should my life matter?
Every time with you, every time the self-pity. Maybe try listening to the others around you before you assume that you know what's best, or you think that going and throwing yourself to nothing will grant you some sort of self-satisfaction, that you'll make some mark on the world, because I'm telling you this now. If you die, I might remember you and I might not. But I'm the only one that's going to remember you. You've done nothing, Gaborik. You really want to be remembered? Then how about you start thinking and acting your age? Sure. Whatever. You may have grown a bit quickly, but you're almost an adult. So start acting like it. His words aren't going to get to you anyway. You're going to continue sniveling and crying as you always do. Just when you die, understand that after the next few generations, I'll probably forget all about you. And then he goes quiet. As for the rest of you, as you kind of push on, Ophelia, you're just kind of sitting there in silence, I presume, not really saying anything to anybody.
Yeah.
So Nathan, you begin taking the group across the continent towards Rose Lake, following the guidance of your patron and just your innate understanding of the terrain. You managed to get them there much quicker. After about 24 hours of being away, you and Israel, both Gu and Israel. For you, Israel, having had such a connection to it, you almost feel a hand just kind of grasp your shoulder for a moment before letting go. And Gu, you, not as intensely, but just kind of feel as if something faded away from you. As all of you push on for the next while, it takes a while to get to Rose Lake, about a week or so. I think we'll go ahead and end the session there.
Yep.
You know, Vlok didn't go, right?
Oh, Locke didn't go.
No,
Is he going for a fight or is he going to join?
he doesn't know right yet. I told you I
Okay.
wasn't going, so
I did sort of assume you were going to wait for at least a rest first, but I could be wrong.
Nope.
Okay, so we'll work on Volok's backup character then.
Warlock?
Yeah, I'm done trying to reason with Flock.
There's no reasoning with him.
I know.
Yeah.
Absolutely zero.
Just let me know what Volok wants to do, whether he's going out swinging or if he's joining. Once you get back to me, or what the plan is in general. So after we end the session, we'll go ahead and start rolling up stats for your backup Volok. Or for your backup Rick.
There isn't even a backup right now, so
That's why
I said
I'm saying
roll up.
we're gonna start rolling up a character for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everyone, I'm sorry it ended on such a bad note.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
And we'll see you next Saturday to hopefully begin the process of figuring out what it will take to get these artifacts back and how to continue and proceed forward. And good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Welcome to the Rising action.